Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Good Friday to you. I hope you're enjoying your holiday weekend as it kicks off. We're so glad to have you with us tonight. It's a live show. We are kicking off a big holiday weekend, of course, and we decided, you know, it's funny, with this big holiday weekend as we have, it's always exciting to do something, certainly on Sunday when, gosh, this will be, I think, my 10th Easter with you guys. But we have a very, very exciting weekend kickoff, and we figured why wait until Sunday to just celebrate on that day. We decided to bring you a little sale event here for the kickoff tonight and tomorrow as well, and then, of course, wrapping up on Sunday. So we have got a little happy Easter weekend below out for you. I'm going to be showing you a lot of new. We're going to have a lot of new, but a lot of discounts on some really special favorites as well, as we're also going to give you $100 off everything you shop for tonight in the show. So I came in my respectful Happy Friday, Good Friday best, but we're going to get you a little color here in pastels. I was saving all my pastels for the weekend, but here we are, kicking off our holiday event a little bit early for you. So great time to shop, maybe pick up something you've been thinking about, of course, barring that it is still here. And there's, like I said, a lot of brand new that we're going to bring you. Super affordable prices on everything. We've got wheels that are blowouts if you want aqua. I know we're already in April, but we're going to spend a little bit of time showing you some last minute aquamarines for you that are Sierra Santa Marias that we love. We also have a bangle set. It's going to be a stackable bangle. This is our really classic bangle that we're going to bring you with some individual larger stones. They have diamonds as a centerpiece and then solid 18 karat gold, and you don't see a lot of 18 karat gold these days in a bangle especially, so we'll have those for you as well. And Paraiba is here. We've got beautiful, I did bring on a lot of cross jewelry to honor the weekend that is here. So we do have a ruby version, I've got an all diamond version, and we're going to bring you an entire Russian demantoid necklace with the sideways cross design. That's really, really special. I don't know of anybody else who has a Russian demantoid cross, and the fact we're doing it in an entire necklace is really exciting. So that's going to be coming up as well. And of course, if you have any requests at all, let me know what those might be so we can help you. We'll bring them out as soon as we do. Goes on the air, gets you that great big discount, and of course our fabulous $100 off. There is no all sales final attached with it, meaning you've got a full money back return policy as usual. So you do get that. So a great chance to pick up the savings. And also keep in mind that it is a lot of discounts before your discount. So it's the $100 off each individual piece that you purchase. You know, there's a lot of discounts out there where it's off your cart or off your total purchase. This is each and every item. So there are opportunities to save a major bundle here tonight on anything that you can imagine or think of. So let's get started with our diamond ring here. It's a really beautiful style. This is a bit of a floral meets crossover, and I know we love our florals for spring. 1130-408 is the item number. So it's our platinum piece with a 50-point total diamond weight that you're getting, and feels a little bit like the stem is still on the flower, doesn't it? The diamonds in the floral, of course, you see there, but then also the way it's done where you're getting that additional three diamonds that are on the sides there of the split shank side of the ring. So you see it's a little asymmetrical design in that you've got one side solid, the other side is a little bit split here for you. It's 50 points in diamonds all together. It also is platinum, so it'll stay in platinum, and of course it's going to be our fabulous one only. These are probably my favorite graphics of the entire year because I do love that little, what is he? He's a bunny. It's a little bit, I always think, like, shouldn't it be a baby chick? But we do a little surprise. It's a little bunny hatching from the egg. And of course, yes, we've got the fabulous, look at all those beautiful springtime colors. So we're very excited to have you with us tonight. And again, I'm still getting over my laryngitis, so bear with me. I'm sure it'll get stronger. Up on strict vocal rest since I last saw you at 8 p.m. last night. So it'll warm up, and you'll only have to hopefully tolerate this for a couple of minutes. So get ready. We've got a great diamond ring here. And by the way, it's going to be a super affordable one. And keep in mind, it's not all that many stones, so that means they're all bigger. You're getting that half carat. Let's see if I can put it on my hand here for you. It looks like it's a bit smaller ring size, but I'm going to put it on anyways for you. That's what it looks like from a distance away. So really, I can imagine even thinking about maybe pairing up a wonder ring with it, popping in. Now, I know normally we would put our wonder ring where the chevron goes to the outside. This one you might actually kind of tuck in so it points in towards that floral if you like to. But that's always nice to get the opportunities where you can add and build and create something a little different, stack up your favorite rings, not necessarily stop at one ring. Who says you can only wear one piece of jewelry? My goodness, that is a rule none of us follow probably. I would imagine we're all just lovers of jewelry to the point where we just can't get enough. So here's what I'll do on the platinum. It is a one only, and come on in. Happy Friday indeed. A good Friday to you. A happy Passover as well. Just, it's a big celebratory weekend for most of us. So really excited to be with you and spend this time with our TVON family. If I can't be with my own family, it's good that we can be with our TVON family together. So hopefully we can extend that invitation to be with us all weekend long. Yes, even on Easter Sunday for you. And let's go ahead and blow this out. We'll do it for $9.99. First caller, first item, major value. And then we've got everything from multicolored diamonds. We're going to see a couple of really cool necklaces. And I don't think, I'm looking at everything, I don't think there's a pendant in sight. In other words, everything you see that might normally be a pendant by itself is actually going to be with a chain. So full necklace opportunities on so much of what we're going to bring. And I haven't even told you yet, but there is something I'm very excited about that I'm a little worried about because it's limited to one. And it's the kind of thing that the last time I saw something like this on this show, it was about $10,000. It's a Tahitian pearl strand. It is. We've got the Tahitian pearl strand, one only though. That's it. So that will be here tonight. Very excited about that. It's our 8 to 12 millimeter stones and a beautiful clasp. I've never seen a clasp like this one that we have for you coming up. So if you've been waiting on a Tahitian pearl and you've been discouraged by maybe even what you're seeing out there and about, or maybe even if you remember our previous pieces, how expensive they were, we got a good solution for you here today on the show. So let's get started with, again, we got this cross extravaganza. We've got everything from the rubies that are actually in baguettes. Wait till you see this. And then also a all diamond cross. We're going to bring you with the bigger stones as well. And $9.99 right here. So I know it's a little dark, but I'm looking, our light is on at the moment, so that'll probably be short-lived. But yeah, it's really just a special way to get a massive amount of platinum like you have in this spring. So also, there's going to be a wheel of Winzas. Didn't tell you about that yet. So 3 wheels, there's going to be 1 per hour. It's going to be our aquamarines on discount, our diamond bangles, and our Winza sapphires. And the Winzas are quite large as well. They're the big ones that we've been saving. So I'm really excited about that too. All right, let's keep moving. We got a lot to show you. And here is that cross. So this is our all ruby and diamond cross, and it's a bigger style. This reminds me of my very first cross that I ever collected. I know it's, there's always that starting piece when you start a collection, and none of these are going to sit by themselves, I don't think. So let me show you here what we have. It's our beautiful baguettes, and that's going to be 1130-950. 18 karat solid gold. Yes, that's very nice, including the chain, which is that bead-like chain. Don't worry. If you want to put on your diamonds by the yard or something else, you've got that opportunity. But it's all 18 karat white gold. You see it's going to stay as is. I love the way it's set up a little higher, so it's not that, you know, close to the neckline. Why do we love a little elevation to our stones? Well, the big reason for that, let me move that chain out of the way, is so that you can see maximum color and clarity. And that's where, again, these gemstones are beautiful on their own, but they love the light. So we're getting you a carat 60 in baguette Burma rubies with 9 points in diamonds going basically around. Now, each segment you see is 2 baguettes together. So that's important to recall. When they actually end up looking, because of the way they're stacked, they look like you get 1 big emerald cut, and it looks like there would be maybe perhaps 6 emerald cuts, when in fact, it's going to be instead those different baguettes. So really special. Let's go ahead and get it out the door. Again, big Easter Sunday weekend. So very glad you're with us. This is a fully adjustable chain. It's shortened to about 5 inches right now. So not sure why, but there it is. From a distance away, I like to give you an idea of what it's going to look like from a little bit of a distance. And then here's what it looks like as far as the measurement goes. It's going to be a full inch or so. Yeah, I'd say real close. About 7/8 of an inch there on that one, top to bottom. And then again, versatility to go ahead and take that chain off if you want to wear it with something else. So you can see this is adjusted really short right now. You can go all the way up to 18 inches. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. So you can also see the beautiful way that those stones just completely glow. They light up. Again, it looks like huge emerald cuts. It's actually 2 baguettes paired up together all the way throughout the stunning cross, and only one with the chain. Let's blow it out. Let's get you a better value than even $29.99. Rubies are fantastic, and I think that certainly makes sense if you really do enjoy what we wear crosses is for the symbolism and the meaning behind them. I think it's really important to think about how gorgeous rubies are in that kind of look. So here's what we have for you. It's going to be a one only. Let's blow it out. Better than even $2,000. It's 18 karat. A reminder there, because that's not something we're seeing a ton of these days, is the 18 karat gold, but we've got it here for you. And instead of $2,000 or $19.99, go in significantly less than that, and one caller gets it. And boy, did I have a lot of people disappointed last night when they missed out on one of a kinds. Make sure that that is preventable. If you call in the second you see something you love, it's the best thing you can do, because it's going to be your ticket in to being first in line, getting what you love before anybody else does, being able to say yes before somebody just slides right in and says, I'll take it. So this one's going to be better than even $1,500. We'll blow it out. $14.99 on the ruby and diamond cross, and that is a one only. We have some new in diamonds, other diamond rings, unlike the first one that we showed you. We will see some really special. I've got an emerald cut yellow diamond. That has not been something we've had historically that often. I've got a big one today. It's over a carat in size. We're going to see diamond drop earrings that are chameleon or convertible styles. So lots of ways to wear them. We have a diamond cross, an emerald ring, a big tanzanite blowout. Not a lot of them, just one. And the emerald cut I have is the second to none best. So stunning. Wait till you see the saturation level on this emerald cut that's coming up. Plus a Paraiba. Can't think of a better color for this weekend when we celebrate Easter weekend and we think about springtime and all the great springtime colors. Really excited to bring you a Paraiba. So coming up, oh my goodness, let's go ahead and move that aside. We're going to show you, this is the sweetest little necklace. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to get some baby tweezers out here, because this one is rose gold, first of all. It's 1130840. And this will be the sweetest little teardrop of pave. So it's a pave piece in the rose gold. It's 18 karat rose gold. Here we go again with that 18 karat gold. Loving the way that's going to look. And here's that really gorgeous rose gold chain. Now, this one's not going to come off the piece. The bail's smaller, so it's going to stay attached. Chain, pendant, all as one. But that's going to be 18 karat gold with 20 points in diamonds. You see it's got the 2, 4, 6, 8 of the round brilliance. That's pave. And that's going to be 20 points overall. Here's your finishing in the back. You can see it's all finished completely around the sides. Those are even engravings that show you the carat weight there, and I'll show you the back of it as well. So it's really petite. It's really just a smaller piece for you, just kind of meant to be that, everyday wearable type of style. It's going to be looking like this on the hand. We'll still give you that measurement for you as well, so you can see what that's all about. And look at this, a really stunning 1/2 inch. Just that, again, just a little something that ends up looking from a distance like it's one big stone without being the price of one big stone, because we know one big stone gets a little costly. So here's how you get it in a more affordable way. And that rose gold, just really unique if you're looking to add some rose gold to your collection. Here's a great way to do it. And let's go right back up close. Give you that amazing value you've all wanted and looked for and hoped for in diamonds likely, and want those really important pieces. The chain, by the way, is, looks like it's about 16 inches on this one, with an adjustability. So 16 or 15 on that one. And we'll blow it out for $599, one caller only. And that'll be it, $599 on that one of a kind piece. And maybe that's a gift idea too. I always do jewelry gifts for Easter. Chocolate's great, chocolate, peanut butter, and the candies, the marshmallow, all that, that's fun. It's really fun, but I always like to do little, some jewelry pieces for those that I love. So here we are. That's going to be a $599 deal. Let me know if you'd like that one. And then we're also going to get to the pearls. The Tahitian pearls are amazing. They're so good. Wait till you see what we've got in a strand, okay? So we'll show you those in a little bit. Sounds like that one may be gone. Let's go to the, let's just get to it. Here they are on the hand. This is 1130808, and that is our Tahitian pearl strand, a massive Tahitians. They are graduated. So this is what it's gonna look like in full. And I like to show it to you this way so you can see that when you're looking at the largest over here and the smallest over here, still not that big of a difference. They really kind of stay where it's just that subtle graduation. This is going to be item number 1130808, and it also is, let's see, 8 to 12 millimeters on the Tahitians. Very impressive there. So it means your 12 is going to be here, right in the middle. That's our largest, and then they just get slightly smaller as they go around the neckline. It's a true strand, but this is my favorite part. Love good Tahitian pearls, but look at that with that really cool scalloped designer clasp. That's also 14 karat mirror finished gold. Look how stunning this is. Now I have it undone more or less. What you're gonna do is, like so many different pearl styles, this is a little V hook. So right now it's like half undone. You take this little, did you see what just happened? There's a little, like, think of it like a little square notch. It goes up and over, and then you're not done, because if you want to add a little extra security, what you're going to do is you're going to push this one side into the other. Do you see how that now creates this beautiful, looks like a little piece of candy itself, doesn't it? So you've got all of that detail, that really cool design element, and then this is the way it's going to, because let's all listen up, because this is what question I've had many times in previous pearl pieces. How the heck do I get it open? How do you undo it? This acts as a little button. So where you see that little elevation, you're gonna press it down, and did you see it just released? It's not going anywhere yet until you actually unthread it over that little V shape. So again, thread it over, that's done. You can leave it like that. It's not going anywhere if that's on your neckline. If you want a little extra length from the 18 inches, it is. Or push that in to the other side and you're done. So that gives you an even more contemporary look when you see that clasp enclosure. So that's all done in 14 karat yellow. That's gonna stay that way. There is only one, and I'll show it against the neckline. Didn't even bother putting this on, like fastening it and everything, because I will tell you right now, there's no way this is gonna stick around at this price tag. The last time I had a Tahitian pearl strand like this, it was here on this show for $99.99. This strand is nowhere near that. Now, obviously, it's not going to sit up this high because it is that 18-inch length. So that's important to recall, but it's going to sit right about there on an average size neckline. And you can just see there the beauty of those pearls, all a little bit different, because why? They're natural from the mollusk. So they're not all going to be alike. If they were something that were just spray painted or coated, sure, they could all look exactly alike. But the beauty of getting natural pearls, that's the difference, is you got some that are a little bit more of that beautiful silver tones. Some have that deeper, like again, what we talk about with the aubergines, a lot of greens, a lot of purples. That's what you're getting here. So again, the whole array, these are gonna be your 8s, that's your 12, and then it's basically graduated with different sizes all the way in between. So we'll go back on the hand here. It's not gonna be $99.99, only the one. That's really key. This is the most affordable Tahitian pearl necklace I can recall having. And I'm not talking about just here for 10 years. I'm talking about historically. So that should be, I think, meaningful, because these stones are really tricky to get. Not easy to get your hands on, not easy to find, not easy to afford. And yet, look at this, all round. There's no wrong way to put it on, by the way, because they're round pearls. So whether you wear it this way or that way, it's gonna look exactly the same. And nobody's on the phone lines yet for it. That's gonna change when you see this price tag. Let's give you a look at it up close. Why not? Walk you through the pearls. Being that they are natural, they're not all exactly alike. We talked about that and the colors being different, but we also know that they're going to have those basic characteristics that we see in natural, organic gems like this. Think of what they went through to even get here and to come to like full formation. When you think about how rare that is to have a mollusk create something of this size. And again, beautiful clasp. I want to show that to you up close here so you can see the details of that, how it does look like a little twisted candy wrapper, but all done in solid gold. And it's a pretty hefty, weighty clasp enclosure too. So it's going to have a nice feel to it. It feels a little bit like, there's always jewelry is so important in how it looks, of course, but I think there's something to be said for the weight and the feel of a piece of jewelry. I think that is, in my mind, as important oftentimes as what it looks like, is the weight that you're getting. How does it feel? Because we know quality sometimes feels a little bit different. Sometimes you can have exactly the same look of something, but the quality when you feel it or when you use it, you know it's different. I think in automotive terms, when you think about a really beautiful, there's a lot of beautiful cars out there. Modern engineering has brought us great design, so you don't have to spend a lot to get a good looking car, but there's a difference in the way the door closes and the difference in the way it starts and the sound it makes when the engine roars to life, and then when you accelerate. There's a difference when you go quality and high end versus maybe not so much. There's a big difference in the way that's all feels, right? It's the feel, it's the experience. That clasp, I've been around a lot of jewelry in my life. There's never really been a clasp that I've ever felt is like this solid and weighty and feels great when it snaps into place and when it releases to undo it. It's really impressive. So again, if those are the details that I know that you appreciate and you love, I think you're gonna be very impressed with this collar here. And it's not gonna be $9,000. It's not even half the price that we started at, or $5,000 or $49.99, which again, you're getting $100 off everything you purchase. So do keep that in mind as you take a look at the assortment. Know that you're getting an extra discount when you say yes at checkout on everything that you shop for tonight and throughout the weekend. So we understand it's a busy one. It's one that's people have got events and brunches and different get-togethers and worship and all those different things. So we want to give you 3 whole days, 9 whole hours of great discounting. So instead, $49, $39, $29. This is why I said it's never happened, at least not in my tenure here. And I don't know where else you're going to find anything like this that is under $3,000 in Tahitian pearls of this quality. And it's not even $2,500. This will go, there is only one, and it's only going to be $1,999, if you can even believe it. I struggled to really see how that's even possible, but again, fabulous piece of jewelry, one only there, $19.99. Gonna get that one to you. So let me know who's got it. Wish we had more. I would love to just sell through like 100 of these, but that's it. And there's that really identifiable, really unique clasp that you have, and all these different stones. Now listen, if you're bothered by little tiny, indentations and natural characteristics of your pearls, then don't go natural. It's true. You don't have to go natural. You can buy there's a lot of faux pearls out there. My recommendation would be Vivienne Westwood. She makes incredibly cool jewelry. It's going to have big orbs and big Saturn rings and big planets and crosses and things with it. But those are faux pearls, and they're more money than this necklace is. So I love when we can get you the real deal and really bring you a better value than even what you could buy in costume jewelry. So that to me is exciting. So let me know who's got it. We'll see who it is. And then we're going to keep on rocking these one-of-a-kinds. So many of them for you tonight. There's even Paraiba from Brazil in a necklace. Wait till you see. I know the tanzanite I mentioned. Yeah. Are you talking about the rose gold? Very good. Our rose gold necklace is gone. And by the way, that'll be $18.99 instead on the pearl necklace that you see there. So much better value. You get to save an extra $100 off every single piece that you shop for throughout the weekend. So, but remember, one of a kind. So if you see it tonight, probably not going to be here tomorrow morning. Probably not going to be here Sunday morning. Look at this. This yellow diamond, oh my goodness, this is a thrill because, well, we've had a lot of yellow diamonds in the past few years, but there have been very seldom an emerald cut stone. And tonight, I am lucky and fortunate to bring you a 1 carat plus emerald cut yellow diamond. It's really here. This is a pinch me moment. I'm thrilled for you. It's item number 1130393. And that'll be our 1 carat 04, as a matter of fact. It's platinum. It also has, look at the line of baguettes down the middle, and then it's got the round brilliance on the side of that, so it really is that triple split style. The white diamond weight is going to be 125, so not too shabby. You're getting a lot of diamond weight here to the tune of 229 overall. That's impressive. And then, of course, in the platinum. Let me know who's got that pearl strand. If you don't love it, I'll take it home with me. It's going to be a good one. Obviously, I don't have a Tahitian pearl strand. My pearls collection in natural culture pearls stops at a white pearl strand. So I'm really excited to have Tahitians, especially when that's like the, to me, it's like the cool, edgier, sister to the white pearls. I love the fact that we have those Tahitians. Now, here's our 1 carat 04. That's natural. It's also got some really good color saturation. Most of the yellow diamonds do not. That's just a fact of the world. It's one thing to get a natural yellow. Most of the time they're really light, very, very pale. And look at this. I mean, that's topping our yellows on our Easter eggs there, isn't it? So you've got a really special look all the way around. And it's going to be our really outstanding value, of course. Well, let's try it on for you so you can see the size, because why not? You want to know what it's going to look like when it gets home. And there it is. And there are no, oh my goodness, look at that. Is it a blue or is it a red diamond? Because now I'm seeing blue on the left and red on the right. Yes. Tahitian pearl strand is gone. Thank you so much. Jason's collar picked that up. What's going on here? It's a yellow diamond, but look what it's doing. There are purples, there are reds, oranges, blues. Who says an emerald cut can't bring you incredible brilliance and fire? This one is doing exactly that. And what a value we have. Look at that. And diamonds from one side to the other. All you see across the finger are diamonds. Love that look. Stop at the right place so it's not uncomfortable at all, because they stop right there on the sides where your fingers meet, so it's going to be comfortable. Although I will say the way these white diamonds are set, they're set in such a way where they're in a shared prong design too. Did you notice that? It's like that bead of platinum between every diamond. So it's really seamless, very fluid, doesn't like, again, you know, I don't like a lot of metal bulking up around my diamonds. I want to see the diamonds. I know metal's important, but come on. We know the diamonds are even more so important. So it's really exciting to see those diamonds really shown off in the way they are, where they're separated still well set, super secure, but not that four-prong setting that really bulks up a lot of metal around your stone. It just makes the stone be the star. That's what's important here. So now we get to have a blast with this one only here. And again, no other emerald cuts in my inventory as far as yellow diamonds are concerned. So that is something you want to take note of. Make sure you get on the lines quickly. And congrats again on that pearl strand. And again, if you missed, the first item of the show was that diamond ring. It's what we have available, and the cross, the ruby cross. So the diamond ring in platinum and the ruby cross, all I have available from what I've shown you so far. And now this one's going to go. And remember, $100 off everything you shop for. So shop up a storm, get all your favorites, make requests. Oh my goodness, please tell me what you are missing out on. If there is anything you've seen maybe in the last week or two and you've been thinking about it, well, you know my shopping rule. Again, if you can't stop thinking about it, you know you're gonna love it. So make sure you call us, tell us what it is. We can bring it out for you. If it's available, show it to you again, get that discount for you. It's good. So you got a lot of extra savings here on the way, but this, I love an emerald cut, you know that, but this stone, the way it is shining so brightly, it's a real pure sunshine yellow. Whereas a lot of the yellow diamonds are very pale. They give you what would be like that barely there color, and suddenly that barely there color, you're not sure. Is it a white diamond or is it a yellow diamond? I don't want there to be any question. That's when you know inherently, forget the gemology degree, you know as a color lover, you know if it's a really good yellow, there's no doubt. That's what we call the no doubters. You know that there's a yellow color from the start. That's going to be your stronger color there. So we're so thrilled to bring it to you. Let's go ahead and make sure it goes out right now, and not at, as much as I love $69.99 as a value there, we're going to make it even better for you and send it on out. And look at the clarity. I mean, we know it's a VS. I think we can definitely, we could deduce that now even without me telling you. Look at that, can't find a flaw, and we're giving you a 10 power magnified look at it. So if you can't find a flaw from this up close perspective, that's going to be a really strong stone. And you don't have to spend $6,000 or $5,000 or $4,000 or even $39.99. Got a big value for you on this one. Not going to last. First caller gets it. Not even $39.99. Big value, big moment. Let's get it at home right now. The very, very first caller. It's only $3,499. And that'll be $33.99 instead at checkout. So there's the way you get your emerald cut yellow diamond, and all natural. You know, it's funny, last night, the very, very end of the show, I brought out something that I wasn't actually supposed to bring out because we were out of jewelry. I'd shown you everything. We'd sold through most of it. So it was funny. We ended on a really cool tsavorite note. We had a really special Marquise cut. If you're with me, you know. There was a really affordable price tag on a tsavorite garnet. It was in a ring. What I'm going to do is I found the perfect matching piece, but it's in a necklace. So we're going to show that to you next. So if you happen to love tsavorites, and I'm not kidding, it's actually still Marquise cuts in this necklace coming up. So really, really important and special. So we'll see that next, 1130796. But remember, $33.99 only on the yellow diamond you see there if you'd like to go ahead and get that. Now, here we go with the Marquise cut tsavorite. Let's take a look at this one. This is a cascade. Hold on, it needs polishing. I didn't pre-polish everything today. I was still working up to the literal last minute before we went on air to bring you some new items. So it was not my normal routine of like, let's spend 30 minutes polishing everything. A couple of things were out of my reach. So here we go, 1130796. It is 18 karat gold yet again. Seen a lot of that so far tonight. We'll keep it going. This is 169 of Marquise cut tsavorites, 5 of them, there's actually going to be the 3 Marquise cuts and the 2 ovals, and then we have 18 points in diamonds, and it's a vertical style. So I know I'm showing it to you one way. It's actually going to sit the other, north to south, on the neckline with your chain. So it's a full necklace ready to wear, and the chain will come off the piece. So if you want to have 2 separate pieces of jewelry all in one, that's what this is going to bring you. So this is, look at that. It's like that, reminds me of, remember way back in the day, I know in my early days of the home shopping world, there was something very, very popular called the Journey style pendant. And it was basically a series of either 5 or 7 diamonds, usually rounds. And they would just kind of do this little kind of serpentine down the chain. That was very, very popular and kind of, again, really cool because it symbolized the idea of the journey of life, the kind of the path, the twists and turns that life will take us on an adventure sometimes expected, sometimes not. And yet this is reminding me a little bit of that with the 5 stepping stones of tsavorite garnet. Beautiful colors. They do have a remarkable clarity that is not something you always get with the tsavorite garnets. And again, diamonds that are really kind of flowing with it. So alternating with those tsavorite. I love that they're all set askew. That's what's giving it that whole journey kind of feeling, and yet that gorgeous length, 18 karat gold chain as well. You see it's adjustable. There's that little bead, so it can be up to 18 inches, or you shorten it up as much as you want. It could be a choker if you wanted to, or you use the chain and, you know, put it with something else and put your diamonds by the yard with it. That's fine too. But let's go back up close and take a look at what we have here. In our tsavorite, it's going to be under $3,000 to get it. $29.99 new. And I love the fact they're matched to perfection. They're super clean. I told you last night what you look for. What should a tsavorite be? It should really be an emerald green color, the color we think of when we talk about emeralds, but with clarity. That's where they usually fall, is they'll be too saturated and then they'll be really cloudy, really included. It's an included stone by nature. We're gonna go better than $19.99. First caller on this one in the 18 karat white gold, it stays. We'll do that one right now for $1,499. That's it. So a big $14.99. Big discount, plus it'll be $13.99 at checkout. You still get your money back return policy as well. So welcome into a lot of new shoppers also tonight. Glad to have y'all with us. We've been welcoming in so many new shoppers in the last few weeks, and that's exciting to see, and just discovering us, or maybe we've popped up on your cable provider or your satellite provider, or maybe it's been recommended by a friend. Here's where you get that one-of-a-kind, beautiful tsavorite necklace. Okay, so we're gonna also talk, we have, remember, a wheel every hour, and they're gonna come up at the bottom of every hour. So I'm a little past that time. Aquas are first. We're gonna bring out 3 incredible aquamarines for you next that are our tribute to March's birthstone. Just a few days after the month of March ended, we'll bring that to you. Let me know who's got this one though, $14.99. And don't forget about that yellow diamond, the 1 carat 04, emerald cut, natural yellow diamond with all that gorgeous color. There are some green tourmalines as well. Yes, green tourmaline earrings I do have. Still have a ruby cross, by the way, with all those baguettes. And verifying on this one. Then big wheel time. We got a big blowout on some aquamarine rings. They're going to be a trio of rings. They're our classics. Jason, are you taking this one or something else? All right. We will move along. Again, I love that. Look at the diamonds going right on through like an S curve, just serpentining their way, making their way through the tsavorite garnets, all matched completely to perfection. Okay, so here is the trio. We're gonna start with this this is kind of reminding me of the trio I did last night in Tahitians, where the one I had was really kind of a super cool, modern, little bit unusual mounting, and then the other 2 were really classic. So that's gonna be what we carry through, a theme on this wheel as well. But with our top quality Sierra Santa Maria aquamarines, here we go. So there's the big oval. We're going to show you a couple more of the 3 stone styles, and that's going to be, here's the one of them. Look at that. That's an oval with the round brilliance, and don't forget we have a pear shape as well. So 2 ovals to choose from so far, but then that pear shape, perfectly balanced 3 stone ring, pear shape oval, and look at the color consistency there. They're so perfectly bright. That's what you don't always get with aquamarines. It's tougher to do that with the aquamarines. So very excited to have those for you. And let's go ahead and blow them out. All the same price, and reminder that we have 2 in gold. That would be your 3 stone styles left and right. Yes. It does. Yes, as mentioned, that kind of bead-like chain, it does. Not only is it adjustable, Jason, but the question was, does the chain on the ruby cross come off of the pendant? And yes, it does. So if you wanted to like switch up the style of it, like meaning you want to put your diamonds by the yard with it or something like that, you have that ability to do so. Okay, so we've got the ruby cross. I think that's gone, 950, it is gone, and that was 18 karat white gold. And so that ruby cross is gone. And now we're talking about aquas. Now, there's a brand new blowout. Remember, $100 off is not a small little deal. Everybody kind of thought it was going to be like maybe $50 tops, and really push for that $100 off for this big holiday weekend. It's a significant holiday across our nation, so I really want to make sure that we can really welcome you in, not only as a thank you for joining us and being with us and spending this valuable time together, but also as a major way to celebrate. Here it is, spring kicking off for so many. I mean, we're really starting to think about now all the other holidays that ensue, all the great get-togethers we get to enjoy during this time of year, and of course, the best of aqua. Out of Brazil and Brazil only, completely mined out. There is no more of this material at all coming out of the ground, so you need to get them quickly. Let's take a look at it. And here, all three are going to be the same price with, I keep reminding you about the $100 off because it's so wild. When you look at the discount that I'm about to do, and then the fact it's going to be another $100 off every single ring, take what you love. So that one's in platinum. The other two are in 14 karat gold, okay? And they all stay as is. So they will stay white gold on the left and the right, and then platinum in the middle. And here are the carat weights. It's going to be a minimum of 2 carats. The 2 carat is right here on the pear. That's a 2 carat with the 6 points in diamonds. Then we go to the 2 carat 32, which is over here. That's a 232 with 6 points in diamonds. And also, this is the largest stone, 341. So if you're looking to go with the largest aqua, you go with the oval in the middle. If you like a more unusual style mounting, because you can see it's very asymmetric in the design. Let's make that 341, which also has a really good diamond weight. It says 31 points in a pear shape, and there's no pear shape on it. So again, I'll just say minimum of 31 points. They probably mean all together. So that's going to be really special. Let's go ahead and blow them out. They're not going to be, I know you've seen them before. We've seen them at 29. We've seen them at 19. I think I even had them at $14.99 at one point. Actually, if my memory serves me correctly, I think they did come down as low as $12.99 once upon a time. So let's go significantly less than that and truly do what we do best. Blow them out. Give you the most amazing value you've ever seen on aqua. Remember, this is a quality superior to all the rest. Unless you're at an auction house, maybe a Christie's or a Sotheby's, and they're auctioning one off for $60,000, $70,000 a carat, that might be Sierra Santa Maria, but everything else you see out there pales in comparison, quite literally, because it will be a more pale color, usually more washed out and light, to the fact where they look usually a little bit colorless. They don't look like they have any blue color typically, not all that different from what we see typically in yellow diamonds, where they can be colorless. And then as you get into those really important, exotic, rare stones, that's when you start to see more color. Same thing with these gorgeous Sierra Santa Marias. Let's take a look at them here and get you a better value than even 12 or 11 or $10.99. This is all prior to your $100 extra off. So take advantage of that as quickly as you can. Let's blow them out for $999 a piece, and that's for anything you want up there. And remember, we have 14 karat gold left and right, platinum in the middle, and that's that. So huge value. They'll really be $8.99 at checkout instead. So a major, major moment for our aqua lovers. Good luck. We got about 60 seconds with those. And don't forget, tsavorite's still here, the floral ring we started the show with, and the big yellow diamond. But a lot of busy lines and a lot of pieces are verifying right now. So that's updating by the moment. There's a huge new zircon, golden. We have something here. This is so pretty. Look at this Paraiba necklace. Yeah. Thank you, Neil. Neil in Texas. Thank you so much, Neil. Well, happy holiday weekend to you. Thank you so much. Tsavorite necklace is gone. So that leaves us with 2 items left from the first 38 minutes, that would be the ring we started with, because you know that's the case. That first item of the day, you know, before everybody shows up. Sometimes I wonder if they actually don't put us on the air till like 5:05, but here we are with our trio of aquas. They're all going to be $8.99 at checkout, and then just that yellow diamond. Emerald cut, those are still available next hour, by the way, in blowouts. We're going to have the Bangle series, which is all 18 karat gold solid bangles. They're not like little beads either. They're really hefty, solid bangles with the center diamonds. You might have seen these before. They're great stackables. They all have a different shaped diamond in the center, so that's going to be coming up next hour. Center oval or left side oval? Center, please. You got it. Center going on the hand first. That's 8, 6, 7, 9. This one really does not want to go on my ring finger, but I'm going to do it. Nope. Maybe. The middle, oh my goodness. Well, that one just went on the hand. I know we have 2 people on that one, so it sounds like that one's gone to one of you 2. That is item number 112869. That one is sold. Congratulations. Let's take a look at our 2-3 stone styles that are left. These are again now gold that we're looking at, and we have very busy phone lines backed up, as a matter of fact, so we can't get anyone through at the moment. That doesn't mean hang up. It means stay right there, and we'll have an operator with you as soon as possible. But that offset oval is gone. Can you believe it? $8.99, and these are the gold ones. The 2 that we have left here are the gold, solid gold. You just choose 2 karat on the right. That's going to be our 2 karat pair, or you can take the 2 karat 32 in the oval. And there's a matching necklace. I better show this to you. We have a matching aqua necklace. We'll do that. Which one? Pear shape. All right. Pear shape is item number 1129931. Let me just pop that on my hand really quickly so you can see what that one looks like. There's the pear shape. Look how pretty that is. Pear shape now gone. Congratulations on that. Wow. It's like a blue diamond the way it's sparkling. Look at that flash. Give me all the flash. I love the flash. All right, so that one's $8.99 and gone, and our last one left is item number 9930. 9930 would be the 2 karat 32 and 6 points in diamonds, both bezel set. Now, there's also going to be the pendant. Let me show that to you. As a matter of fact, Andy, if they want to take a little sneak peek at this one, it happens to match the ring really, really well that they just picked up. So that oval is here. Let's show you this one. Wow. So look at that same color. It's in platinum, so that would be the difference. Item number here is 1130-813, and that's our platinum 65-point pear shape. It's in its own halo, but it's like that shadow halo, so it sits at the base of the diamonds, and the diamonds are 31 points. This will also come with a platinum chain. I love the way it looks like a box link chain and a snake link chain mated. It's reminding me of both. It's got that fluidity and that smoothness of a box link, but it looks a little more rounded. You know, box links are like a box, they're squared off. It's a little more rounded, so it's a little bit like, again, it's got that great glow. You see that faceting to it where it just like shimmers. Looks almost like there are diamonds in the chain. We'll take a look at it from a distance. I just had to bring this out. This is also an adjustable chain, up to 18 inches in length, but adjustable as short as you'd like to go. And then here's what it looks like lengthwise. We're going to get you a measurement on the pendant itself, which is sitting right at 7/8 of an inch. And then, of course, your adjustable chain in platinum. That's why you're seeing a little bit of a little extra length there, because they've got it really adjusted to that short length. But here's what it looks like from a distance away on the neckline. So you can really see the size, and it almost looks as if it's floating among the diamonds, doesn't it? Like it's just nestled right there at the base of this pear-shaped design. It's only going to be, well, I don't think you've ever seen this before. Let's blow it out. Supposed to be $21.99. Going a lot lower for you right here, right now. One only, and look at that blue from all the way far away. Even if it was out of focus, look at the blues that are coming through on that stone. That's not typical for aquamarine, and it's all we really see. We'll go back up close to it. Get ready for that big value. I would say probably best with this chain, just because it is a little bit smaller bail, so probably you're gonna leave it on this chain itself, but let's blow it out for $999. Make that a lot easier for you and more affordable. And it'll be $899 at checkout. So a really big opportunity. I do have one faceted opal today. We're gonna see a little bit more platinum and diamonds in really cool, almost highway design rings. We also have a multicolored diamond piece. Lots of colors together. And out of our rings, the rings that we just showed you on the wheel, the oval 232 is still here. So if you'd like to get that oval 2 carat 32 aqua, still available at $899 at checkout, as is this pendant and chain together. So that's gonna also be available. Now we also have, there is one new moonstone tonight. It's a radiant, haven't seen too many radiants. And we also have convertible style earrings. I'm gonna show you something to look forward to though. This, one look, I'm hooked. How about that for a tanzanite? Let me actually polish it up a little bit and look at that. Well, well, well. Hello and welcome to the wall of neon that you're getting with that stone. This is going to be for one caller tonight. It's exactly 9 carats. It's about as perfect as any blue wing block tea I've ever witnessed. And it's got diamonds, more simple diamonds on the side, but multi-rows, all stacked. Why do they do that? Because it looks like the step fastening. All makes sense with the center stone. So that will be here tonight. And I cannot wait to share the big value with you as well. We also have some really cool new earrings. I got to show these. These are also for my green gemstone lovers. Speaking of, just want to remind you that next Wednesday, I know that seems far off, and it is. We've got a couple days to go. But this coming Wednesday, which is, I want to say it's April 8th. April 8th, we are going to do, of course, another installment of What's New Wednesday. The selection of gems, I couldn't help it. I was just totally ogling them. That word always throws me. I was totally obsessing over them before the show today. We have a very special presentation of a stone that we've never had before that is coming up on Wednesday night. So just a little reminder, because I know we're going to be in and out this weekend. It's a busy one. I understand that. So this coming Wednesday, the 8th, mark it down, write yourself a little note, especially if you admire looking at unique, rare, specialty, limited gemstones that are also downright stunning. So we'll see those coming up on Wednesday, but I'm not telling you what they are yet. I got to keep it a secret, which is going to be, the hardest thing for me to do. But they're some of the prettiest stones I have ever witnessed or seen. So I'm really excited about it. But here we are with some really cool earrings. Now, this is really kind of cool because they're omega backs. But let me show you how this works, because I do believe we are looking at, I think, our first ever clip earring, because I'm not seeing a post. Sometimes the post tucks in. It looks like on this style, it is going to be a clip earring. That's not something we see very often. And they're a beautiful blue-green color. Think teal in tourmaline, elongated baguettes, and then of course the diamond is going to be really at the base. That's at least how it's designed to be. So that's going to be platinum and 18 karat gold together. It's 1130779. And I'm going to show these upright because that's going to look a lot better than seeing them flat on the wheel. They kind of tend to turn a little bit. So let's show them upright so everyone can see the length that they're going to give. Take a look at this on the hand, and then we've got the length here for you. So a really cool style of clip earring. So there you can see this is a little like silicone padded omega back. That means it's going to kind of be, I don't know about you, but I can't manage with a lot of clip earrings because they don't always grip. Where they're a little bit, I'm not sure. That's why they added to the omega loop there. That's why that silicone is there, not only to be comfortable, but also to deliver to you a little more traction against your ear so they're not going anywhere. That's going to be $377 of emerald cut green tourmalines, just a little bit of a slight or subtle drop to them. And there's 12 points in diamonds. There are going to be 2 bigger stones there in your princess cuts. So that's what they look like from a distance. As far as the length, I would say that's about 5/8 of an inch. I'm going to pop one on for you as well so we can give you a better idea. This is, of course, still, again, with that omega backing, not the best view until I actually hold it up and show you right there what that does. Look at that. It actually is more of, it actually may be an Asher cut. Yeah, as I look a little bit closer, it's an Asher cut, not a princess cut. So you have a really important, again, designer style. It's been a minute since I put on clip earrings, so let me go ahead and do that for you. And then what we're going to do is show you what we can, boy, that's easy. It's almost easier than putting on a post and a butterfly and all that good stuff. So really, really exceptional material here coming up, and yet really exciting price tag. And again, there's been a lot of requests over the years for clip earrings. Haven't had too many. Great chance to pick one up here, and let's go ahead and blow them out right now. Make it super affordable as possible. Here's what they look like from a distance away. Oh yeah, now you're gonna really see the glow of that teal color. There's that teal. And see how when they hit the light, all that step faceting just really lights up so well. And we're gonna blow them out right now for under $2,000. So they're not $19.99. Back to the wheel we will go. Give you that big value on our really important tourmalines. What a great cut that is. Unique and specialty, it absolutely is. Not gonna be $1,500 or $14.99. Even better value. Let's take it even lower. Let's make them $1,299 for the pair. And those are our first, I cannot remember having another pair of clip earrings for you. So pretty exciting to bring those to you. And of course, doesn't mean you can't wear them if you have a piercing. You absolutely can. Doesn't mean you have to have like, okay, I never went to the piercer. I skipped that day. And I've got no piercing. I'll tell you, you don't need to have no piercing. You can put them right over where your piercing would go, or if you'd like to, if you work with a local jeweler, they could always add a post if you want to do that as well. Then you'd have a traditional Omega back style. But $12.99, but really $11.99 at checkout for you. Let me show you this one Paraiba necklace. So pretty. I can't decide if it looks like stars or if it looks like florals, but I know I love it because this is, yeah, it looks more like florals when you see it up front here. And really close up. It's item number 11300944. There are 5 gorgeous Paraibas. These are those rounds that are just so glowy, neon as can be, really stunning in platinum. 8 points in the Paraiba, 46 points in the diamonds, and a 1 only here as well. It's going to stay in the platinum. It's a really beautiful adjustable chain. They all are. So it seems like we've been doing nothing more than that 18-inch. Why not? I mean, if you want to have, don't be locked into one length of chain. The adjustability really makes it so versatile or giftable as well. I mean, who's to say you have to buy every piece of jewelry for yourself? Some of us love to share the jewelry with other people that we care about, and we all know jewelry lovers like ourselves. So it's nice to be able to say, here's something I know you can wear. It's simple and adjustable, so you can make it any exact length. It doesn't need to be 16 or 17 or 18. You've got the ability to just really adjust it and fine tune it, so it can be whatever length you need. I'll show it on the neckline. There is only one. This is really just, that's that perfect neckline fill in. And do you see that? I like that little, that plaque or hang tag that you have. It's a little bit larger than most, which I kind of love. I mean, you can see I just expanded it so there's no extra. But if you were to move that in, adjust it a little shorter, that would be something really pretty that's kind of dangling down the back of the neckline, which is really attractive. So you could wear it up here, you could wear it down a little bit lower, 18-inch max, but fully adjustable, make it any length you want, makes it great to layer and stack as well. But we're gonna blow it out right now, only $9.99 for Paraibas, the best of the best. And they are the rounds that we so love because that's a wasteful cut. So it's not too often that we're going to see Paraibas cut that way, but here they are at $9.99, but really $899 instead. And you can see right there, even every little tiny movement that I give it. You're seeing not only the diamonds doing their thing, but you're seeing the incredible diamond cutting of the chain as well that's sparkling beyond. So don't just rely on those neon Paraibas and the diamonds for your sparkle. The chain is also going to be glittering all the way around the neckline as well, but it's only $8.99. If you'd like to get it, go ahead and take advantage of that one. It's a 1 only also. So we'll see who's got it. And then, of course, let's get a move on because we got a lot of special pieces here. And there's one big opal. Simply, you've got to see it here. It's our faceted material that we've been loving lately. Look at, okay. I think that's my favorite of all the faceted we've seen. Not just because of the size, but like any different opal, they're all going to deliver different colors. Some have more colors, some have less. Some really stick with 1 or 2 colors. This one's got it all. It's 1130764. Look at that. Crystal opal, but faceted. You do not get this kind of brilliance or beauty or multicolored look from a cabochon. The faceting is helping this along. It's our 511. It also has 68 points in diamonds. I've always loved this triple split shank, but it's a little bit of a mirror image. Jason, do you want that Paraiba necklace? I thought so. Thank you so much. Paraiba necklace is gone as well. Our clip earrings are here. It leaves us with only 3 pieces left from the entire show. So take advantage of anything that might still be left for you. But look at this. This is our 511. You know this is going to go. I love the way you see through the split shank. Of course, it is 2 rows of pave, 1 row of those shared prong round brilliants on either side. Love the way that looks. Here it is on the hand. Yellow, white, rose. You're going to get your option. But yeah, it looks a lot bigger than 5 carats, doesn't it? That's what opals do. Just hold it up there. Look at that. It's funny because down on the wheel, it seemed more like a golden base color. And now from this angle, there are angles where it looks almost more purple in its base color or a little bit pinky purple in its base color. This is going to be one only and a tremendous value. Notice how you don't see a lot of gold. So the gold is not going to be as relevant as it is in some because we really made it about that center and really decked out the sides with diamonds. Didn't want a lot of the gold to show through just because that's part of the element of design here. Workmanship, waves of diamonds on the side, the asymmetry of just flipping it and reversing it there on either side. Let's blow it out. It's our big one, and it's a great stone, and I think that cabochons are lovely, but they also do this, and this is something that maybe you haven't thought about before because we haven't had many options in other ways to cut opals historically. But for people that don't want their rings sitting too high off the hand as far as like an elevation, I think this will also, might sound like a minor detail, but it's not really. If this were a cabochon, it would sit way higher, and it might be that piece you find is getting in the way a little bit of daily activity. With that faceting, obviously it's still elevated in the sense, look at those, I love that green, those blue greens, those aquas. It looks like little mini Brazilian Paraibas are inside the stone. But this, one only, easier to wear than most opals of this size. For that reason of faceting, then of course it's delivering and bringing all these rainbow colors to life. This one's going to go a lot less than $4,999. Big value here. Major one only moment. Who's going to take it? I don't know. We got 4 minutes left to the top of the hour, and we have gone through an enormous amount of jewelry in this first hour. And glad to see you with us, ready to shop, save, celebrate, all the fun things. And this is going to be $1,999 only. First caller gets it. We'll review what we have left from the first hour as well. Jason, who got that Paraiba necklace? Thank you, Christina. Enjoy it. It's beautiful. Well done there. And here comes the opal lovers. Let's see who's got it. And don't forget about that big tanzanite. Did anyone else just completely just kind of blank out for a minute when you saw that tanzanite? It is so good. And then crosses, we've already seen the ruby cross go. I did bring out an all white diamond cross that's going to be coming out for you, plus the demantoid, which the demantoid actually has a whole necklace attached to it. So you don't even need to worry about going out and buying your own chain. Speaking of bright greens, look at that one. This is the coolest. I think it's like, reminds me of like a varsity stripe you would see in like a cool like sweater. That is emerald in a dome style band with really cool diamond striping effects on the side. Plus we'll see our Paraiba. Next hour we have our beautiful bangle blowout. It's all of our bigger diamonds set in a bangle, 18 karat gold. You won't believe the price we put together for you on that one. So that's gonna be a lot of fun as well. But $19.99, really $18.99. Can't imagine that sticking around with us for too long. Now, also, the big fight last night was over a tourmaline. I must say, I wasn't even aware it was happening until after the fact. I do have something similar. Do you remember the tourmaline we saw last night that had the pinks into the blue greens? This is not the same colorway, but certainly a clean, shining, beautiful example of, again, color going from one to the next and then back to the other color in a massive tourmaline that, yeah, you could call it a bicolor, a tricolor. Honestly, when you show it from this angle, I'm almost seeing more than just two colors. And I got a surprise. Look at this. My favorite thing in the whole universe of jewelry is exactly what you're looking at right now. Is this basket is done in pave diamond work. So it's not just the diamonds you see up front, it's the diamonds you see from all the profile angles, shall we? 756 is the number. It's a 7 karat 04 and 18 karat gold. It has a lot of diamond weight, 88 points. That is so gorgeous, isn't it? It's like, how do you even describe the color? It's like an orangey, pinky, almost paparasha. I feel like it's a lot like that sunset zircon we saw last night, where it's got these really pretty pink-orange combinations. And that's a 704. It's 18 karat gold. It's a tourmaline. And it's got the 88 points in the diamonds as well. So really stunning the way it's just done all around the sides, the profile, every which way. It's cool. And yet it's also clean. And don't we know, tourmalines, you would never know it. If you just spend a lot of time with us and looking at tourmalines, it's like every single one we bring is clean and bright and beautifully cut. And you wonder where all the rest, why is everyone else's tourmalines look so included and cloudy? This is a type 3 stone. It is inherently by nature supposed to be included, cloudy, hazy, all the things that inclusions then result in is that kind of haze look. This is so clean. And to get a 7 karat that's going to deliver clarity like that, bigger size, natural stone, multi-colors coming in together, living together in one stone, emerald cutting showing it all off, that's a very, very attractive piece. We'll take another look at it. It's our 704 bicolor, tricolor, whatever you want to call it. It feels a little bit like magic. And it's 18 karat. Again, like I said this yesterday, I would love for my Easter eggs to look that good. You know, like when you're doing the watercolors and the dip dyeing and all that kind of thing, and you're doing the decorations, right? And I don't know if it ever really turns out as pretty as Mother Nature made this stone. Look at that. And diamonds every which way. Love it. Tourmaline exotic, 18 karat gold, one only on this one. And you know what? It's a bit larger than the stone I had last night. Same price. I'm just going to blow it out. It's $3,999 if you'd like to have that stone in the 18 karat solid gold. We've got the top of the hours here, so we'll be welcoming on everybody into the show. If you just tuned in, really glad to have you with us on this big holiday weekend, and wishing you all a very happy Good Friday. It's I always feel like I'm speaking improper grammar when I say that every year, but happy Good Friday, because we don't say, you know, we don't usually say that, but happy Good Friday, happy Passover, whatever you're celebrating this weekend. We're so glad that you're celebrating here with us. We're thrilled to have you with us. My name is Blair. It's exciting to be with you. Love spending a little bit of holiday time with our TVON family. And again, very special weekend too. We made a little extra sweeter. We gave you $100 off everything you shop for this entire weekend. So that means 2 more hours tonight, 3 more hours tomorrow morning, and then of course our big Easter Sunday celebration will be the grand finale of this $100 extra off. So you got a lot of savings to take advantage of. This is also when, you know, it's interesting, in the first hour we haven't had a request yet. I would love to get a few of those in. If you have any requests or anything you'd like to see, maybe you've even been a little bit on the go. It is, after all, spring break for most, so if you've had a little busier agenda this week than some, please give us a call and we can go ahead and recap anything that's still here for you, bring it out and show it to you. And tonight, you would get an extra $100 off. So I think that's wonderful as well, assuming it's still here, of course. But glad to have you with us. And again, get those requests in. Just a few pieces left from hour number 1, if there's anything we can bring back out for you. And then we've got incredible top of the hours plus in about 28 minutes. The bangles are going to be here. We have 4 different bangles. They are the 18 karat solid gold bangles. That highest purity of gold, that's going to be coming up at the bottom of this hour. We have a wheel every hour at the bottom of every hour. So that means that halfway point of the show at 6:30, that's when we'll bring out the diamond bangles for you, which have one individual center stone that's really, really good. So a nice big center stone. And they're great to stack and wear with other pieces as well. So that's going to be here. All right, let's go back to that bicolor. And we'll take a look at this one real quick before we go. And then we have... Let's see who's got this one. I know the setting is everything. Again, let me show you the setting, and I don't know if I tried it on yet, so let me do that. Look at that setting. This is, if I had my way in jewelry, every single piece would be set this way. Let me try to prop it up on its side. Look at that. 4 rows of diamonds in the basket. The whole gallery, everything is done in diamonds. Same as this side. Look at that. Look at the way it's finished. That's 18 karat gold. It's almost like you rolled it in diamonds. And everywhere there was gold, diamonds just kind of, yeah, set themselves into the pave. It's so stunning. $39.99. I want to try it on for you as well. Let's just show it to you that way so you can see the size. It's mighty fine there. And usually I would say, hey, go ahead and stack something with it. I wouldn't on this one because if you do, you're going to block all that diamonds. You can. It's going to sit right next to it, but then you would block all that gorgeous profile diamond work that we just took a look at together. So that's really exciting. $39.99, but really $38.99 if you'd like to get that one. We'll see who's got it, and then we'll get into some requests, I hope, if there are any that you're looking for. I really want to show you this demantoid closeout. It is one of the rarest stones in the world. It's been a long time since we've even seen a demantoid, like any size, any look, any variety, any kind of, yeah, any design. It's been kind of, yeah, they've been a little bit lacking in the inventory because, well, we don't get new ones. So we'll have our Russian demantoid cross necklace. Even our cross collectors, even if your cross collection goes decades back in time, I bet you don't have a Russian demantoid cross necklace. All right, so $38.99 on that one. Let's get to our demantoid cross necklace, of which I only have a couple available. So it's going to be probably the quickest little top of the hour you ever have seen. 111-9377. Oh my. This is one of my favorite designs. Let me start with it on the neckline, if I may, because there's a couple of ways you can wear it. And this is the idea, is that all those Russian demantoids are going to set in sideways, and there's a little curve to that demantoid cross. Let's show it on the hand here, and let me know what you're taking from the first hour or any requests you have. There is a reason these are called neon Russian demantoids. I think you can see that right here. This is the other way though. If you want to wear that cross so it's more on the side, now obviously it's going to like a little something to sit against. Look how beautiful that is. That way it's more upright. What do you think? Pretty cool, right? Here's the best part. It's a carat 20 of Russian demantoids. If you're going, I don't know what a demantoid is, that is a weird name. Sounds like something, I don't know, space AG, something really, I don't know what it is. Looks crazy, it's wild, it's bright, it's neon. It is one of the most highly dispersive stones in the entire world. It also carries with it this, well, if you're getting the good stuff, it's a bright neon color. We have a full carat 20, which is a whole lot of carat weight in one place. And then because it's so large and because it's so beautifully finished, we added a chain that is a whole different gauge than what we normally see. This is not a small baby itty bitty chain. Look at this. It's like, it almost reminds me of when you see it at first, it looks like a rope chain. It's so well done in this bigger link, and look at as it moves, which it's gonna do every time you take a breath, walk a step, move, speak, whatever it is. Look at how stunning this is. The chain is larger because it's got to support properly this very large sideways, subtly turned, curved cross. It is going to be our carat 20 of Russian demantoid. We have yellow gold only, just a couple available. And I don't know if anyone noted, that is a very, very old item number. Do you think that back in the 111 days, gold was $4,800 an ounce? I don't recall exactly because we had 111s for about 4 or 5 years. So gold would change, but I can guarantee you it was about half of the price gold is today. And this price tag is a blowout off of the smaller price from yesteryear. So now you have built-in value, plus your $100 extra coming off the price I give, plus we only have a handful of it, well, not even a handful available. So this is it, yellow gold only and also adjustable. 16, 17, and 18, those separate O-rings give you, again, we'll show you on the neckline again. So you can see that you could wear it here. That'd be about 16. 17's about here. 18's about here. So wear any one of those 3 lengths you like, whatever works, or giftable, because nobody else is going to have this in the world. Rare garnet out of Russia. That stunning, highly dispersive material. And let's also show it up close too, because as we see it here, it looks lovely, but look at that brightness, the consistency, the matching, all of that. Look at the backside. That's a lot of gold in the back. You can tell Gold was less than, because you wouldn't see it made like that anymore. And look at those, when you see the stones, the way they're set down into the gold, so that there's nothing sticking up with a sharp edge, nothing to catch on anything. Sure, they're prong set, but because it's a deeper little gallery there, it's gonna be smooth to the touch, no catching on fabrics, no snagging your lace or your silk or your cashmere sweaters. It is gonna be a blowout. I'm blowing it out right now. It should be $49.99. All day, every day, right now. We're gonna do a lot better than that price tag, and let me know if you'd like 1, 2, or 3 of them. But yellow gold's all I've got. They're made up and ready to go. They go out on Monday. Here's what I'll do. Let's show it against the hand again, because that size perspective and the multiple ways you can wear it are everything. Not to mention, this is one other thing I love. You could still put another pendant with it if you wanted to. Why not? You could string another pendant with a large enough bail over if you wanted to, and wear your pendant here. So there's a million and one ways to wear it. It's so unique. Let's blow it out right now for $999. It's really $899 with your discount, and that will be the most affordable way I think we've ever seen to get a Russian demantoid anything. One is gone already. $899 at checkout. That's hugely affordable for that Russian demantoid piece with a carat 20 of stones and all rounds. And, oh, by the way, Linda, we have your request coming up. So we will show that next, okay? We got a great Imperial topaz, which I do believe, I think this is one she's seen before, so chances are she's been thinking about it. So we'll show that to you coming up in a little bit. But $999, wow, what a value. And then again, wear it sideways or up front. Again, if you put it on the side, it's gonna be more north to south. If you put it down at the base, it's gonna sit in that almost horizontal, but there is a little curve to it. And operators, if you'll let me know, we're gonna sell these out. 60 seconds left on the clock, please. And then we're gonna go ahead and move on. Janae, the 9-carat tanzanite's coming up at the top of next hour. So 7 o'clock Pacific time. Yeah, great question. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, Lydia. Thank you, Lydia, so much. Oh, real? Oh, Kirsten, you have this one? Oh, Kirsten has this. I don't know when she got it, but she says it's one of her favorites. Oh, I love hearing that. Wonderful to hear. Thank you so much. How are we doing? I think we've got one left. Yeah, you've got one too. One, and one. So this will be it, guys. 20 seconds remain. Yellow gold only, you know that's gonna sell out. $899. Get ready, we have 18-karat gold bangles at the bottom of the hour. That's in 20 minutes, 19 actually, if you're synchronizing your watches. How many left? Is that how many we have left, Andy, or how many you're taking? Okay. You know what, we have a really, a good phone bank. I think they'll let me know when that's sold out. I'm gonna move on to Linda's request, and we're gonna show her her Imperial. And if you'd like one of those Russian demantoids, there is still one remaining. Okay. Linda, I just have to compliment your taste, because I probably said the exact same thing last time. This is the most beautiful stone. I'm not even a lover of Imperial topaz, but when they start looking like padparashas, and we all know that they're even more rare, I get very excited. When they're just a yellow golden, it's something I appreciate, I've studied, I love the rarity, love the one source story, but when they start getting into pinks and goldens like this, I can't get enough. And this is one of our bigger stones. It's 1124503. Just one left on the demantoid cross necklace, by the way. That's going. That is going. Also, the multicolored tourmaline, still here. Don't let that one pass you by. There's also a 226 private collection Imperial topaz that this did not get any assistance. No help, no treatment, no heating, no nothing. That's a rule with this gemstone. They come out of the ground in different colors, everything from yellow goldens to bright orangey goldens to more intense golden colors, and then sometimes there's a little hint of pink, and then other times it gives you really a 50-50 blend like this. This is so outstanding. It's 18 karat solid gold. It is also going to be, well, we break it down, 60 points in your two, I call these obelisk cuts, like an obelisk, because it actually is not a kite cut. Kind of looks like it, but not technically, where it's got a more distinctive point and like really long sides for most of the way, and then comes to that little point on either side or either end. And then it's got 60 points there, so 30 and 30, 13 points on the side. Those will be those additional round brilliants. And we once again are showcasing 18 karat solid gold. Look at that. The finishing, let me show it on the hand here. It is so gorgeous. It just, you know, I think the people who don't know gems would look at this and they would know. It's an important stone. It's an important piece. Sometimes it's the combination of the setting, the diamonds, the stone itself, and all together it creates this visual that just tells the world something exciting and important is right there. And we're gonna blow it out. Great value. I know I brought it down from 33,000, had it for 25, got it down to 10. I mean, big discounts have been taken. I mean, obviously it's important in every way. As we take another look up close, where it's under $99.99 today, and to get the real like deluxe, best of the best, I would say even maybe 60-40 pink to orange ratio. I would say you're actually probably leaning a little more towards the pink. If you're thinking about, I don't even know if it's 50-50 really. It feels like it leans a little more pink than it does even orange, but not fully pink. Because then I think they start to be, they're really rare too, but then I think they start to look a little bit like the pink topaz that you might know from other places where it's a coated topaz. And that's not what this is. There's no coating here, there's not even heat treatment. So there's a big difference between pink topaz that we don't offer and then Imperial with some pink to it. There's a very big divide between those two different ideas. And this one's gonna be $5,999, but of course tonight, with your extra $100 off, it's gonna be just $58.99 at checkout. So that's a beauty, isn't it? And with those really important diamonds at nearly 1/3 of a carat each, that also really amps up the rarity, doesn't it? To get those really outstanding stones that you have on either side. So a 30 and a 30 plus the 13 points, so 73 points overall will be your diamond weight, but also done in that 18 karat solid gold. Couple of cool diamond pieces here in pendants and necklaces as well. So we'll show those to you. And any other requests, get those in. We're only 15 minutes away now from the bangles. The bangles that you will not, I couldn't believe the price tag. So if I'm impressed, because trust me, you think you guys have high standards in value, and there's nobody that's got a higher standard in value than myself. So you don't spend your life talking about values in fine jewelry and not have a high expectation and want to always best yourself. That's what we're going to do on these bangles coming up at the bottom of the hour. But I want to show you a quick look at a diamond necklace. It's a really 2 ways to wear it pendant, actually 3 ways to wear it, technically speaking. You can wear it north to south, south to north, or side to side like it is now. It's item number 1130-962, and that actually has 2 things going on here. Yellow diamond, they're baguettes. 2 of them, it looks like to me. Gosh, it's hard to tell. It's 1 actually. Wait a minute. Are my eyes deceiving me? That's 1 or 2. I really cannot, guys, seriously, anybody have a better or a bigger view at it? It looks like 1 to me. I'm just going, the bag says there's 2, but I'm looking at it, looks like 1. That's stunning. It's a 23 pointer, yellow diamond at the base. Then it's got the white diamonds above it at 6 points. 23 is the carat weight, and it's in platinum. And it's got a beautiful box link chain with it. So pendant, chain, 2 pieces all together. Let's blow it out, and you can wear it any way you want because there's a bail on either side. So you can go east to west, north to south, south to north. In other words, that yellow diamond can be at the base, it can be at the top, any way you want it. But all together, we're looking at 29 points in diamonds in platinum with that chain also in platinum, and the chain is adjustable once again. We'll take a look at it from a distance away and show you what this one looks like. It's just elegant. There's something really pretty about mixing the yellow and the white diamonds together, I believe. I think that looks great to have them together. Let me get you a length on it. Reaching over from my ruler here, we'll show that to you as well. And you can see it's a 1/2 inch. Top to bottom, this chain is fully adjustable with that same sliding bead, so it's going to be worn in any length you want, up to 18 inches. Here's what it looks like on the neckline. So you can see it's got a nice presence to it and feels a little bit modern because it's got a little, it's not straight up and down, it tapers towards the top. But like I said, you could flip it around and wear it with the yellow diamond, which is the larger size. If you want, you can wear it the other way. And you can wear it that way, where the yellow diamond's up top. So totally up to you, but it's gonna go back up close. We're gonna get you huge value. How is this thing under $1,000? A best $999. That's a good deal. I like $999 on this one, but instead, extra discounts on this big holiday weekend. A happy Good Friday, a happy Passover, whatever you celebrate. We're so thrilled to have you with us. Here's what I'm going to do. Instead of $8, $7, even $7.77, I'll make it $699 right now and $5.99 at checkout for you instead. So a big value there. There's one more diamond piece that I have that's not just yellow, but it has other multicolors as well. And bangles are only 10 minutes from now. The tanzanite is only going to be 40 minutes from now. So really excited about all this lineup and then what we're going to mix into it this Friday to take you all the way through till the 8 o'clock hour. It's really exciting. But $6.99, really $5.99. I'll move because I know that one's going to go. Just consider there is only one as usual. So make sure you get that. And again, you can wear it east to west, north to south, or south to north. Meaning put the yellow diamond up top or down below, however you want to do it. But the chain, I would say it's equal to say that the chain is worth $5.99 alone. The fact that you're getting all the diamonds in the pendant with it for that price, pretty impressive. Let's show you another ring. This one is something else, 1130423. A great way to do a more subtle take of a highway design. Look at this. We've got 2 wide rows over here, and then this third aspect of the ring comes up and over and meets up with the band, creates a little bit of that V-style shape. This is going to be item number 1130423. It's platinum. That's a 20-point round on its own, and I'll give you a better look at that. And then you've got the diamonds on the other side. That's going to be another 20 points. Okay, so we got a 20-point center and 20 points beside it. Altogether 40 points. Platinum setting. Wait till you see it on. That's really the best way to see it, because obviously it's leaning a bit on this wheel with this shape that it creates. So we'll show you what we have now on the hand. It's going to do a little bit of that crossover, but sometimes a highway design, they can get really, really wide. Sometimes they have this really, sometimes it's 3 rows, sometimes it's 5 rows, and then they can do this kind of large spread against the hand, which makes them sometimes a little bit uncomfortable for some. So I like that this is not really, instead of doing all these wild crisscrosses and creating this wide ring, it stays a little bit more simple than that. And I'll flip it around so you can see it the other way. But it's got essentially 3 bands together. And look at this. I mean, you can play with where if you want to center up your diamond or move it off to one side, or maybe you want to showcase more of that diamond weight. I like this. That may even be the intention there by the designer, is to have a lot of these diamonds. I mean, look how far they go down the side. So maybe you want to even scoot that larger diamond off to one side of the finger and then see more of that beautiful smaller material on the other. So totally up to you how you wear it. Play with it when you get it home and you'll find what you like the best, but kind of a fun way to do a band. Doesn't feel like the basic bands we see everywhere else. And this one is under $2,000. Very excited about this, but only this one. So it's gonna go, we know that, and also a brand new price tag. And I don't think you've ever seen it before, but still, it's been discounted. That's kind of fun. I love when it's new and it's discounted. You know, it's kind of a little interesting concept. Isn't it usually got to be like everywhere else you shop? It's got to be around for a while. It's got to be like that the picked over one that nobody wants. It's very rarely the brand new. And when do you see the brand new season launch and then it's immediately on sale? Never happens. I wish it did. As a shopper, I would love that, because, you know, you want to get the good stuff and you want to get it before everyone else does, and you want to experience the great joy of having something new and fabulous and different, and yet still something that you wear every day, because this has still, for being different, still gets it in that range of wear it all the time, wear it and enjoy it all the time, stack it with other pieces if you want to. We'll take another look at it. It is $1,299. That'll be a much better way to shop a triple platinum band with that larger diamond center and then the others on the other side. Love the way that looks. By the way, that Imperial is still here. If anybody wants to fall in love with Imperial or get that really high-end Imperial topaz in your collection, you gotta grab that. And then we are getting real close to the Bangle party that we're gonna bring out. We've got some really cool diamonds. I've got diamond earrings that you can wear multiple ways. I have a really special moonstone here in one of the most exotic of cuts. Look at this. That's a radiant. And living up to its name, I would say. And we also have the peas in the pod necklace. We're gonna show this to you. If anybody wants the biggest diamonds we do in a necklace, look at this. This is so weighty. This has a really cool design to it where those bezel sets actually slide among this big channel of gold. So that's exciting. We have that here on a big sale. It's almost like it reminds me of an abacus a little bit. It's really cool. So that's going to be coming up as well. But we'll do our bangles here in about 5 minutes. I know we're excited about those bangles. I got one more cool necklace for you in 18 karat gold. So let's bring out even more of that 18 karat gold we love. And another necklace that has, well, multi-colors of diamonds to appreciate and enjoy. Talk about a piece you wear, oh yeah, all the time. So many things going on here. In your 4 bigger multicolor, there's 5 bigger diamonds, but 4 of them are natural colors that are different than the white diamonds, so that makes them exotic. It's item number 942. It's 18 karat solid gold as well. That's going to be an 18 karat, not platinum. I love when we see the 18 karat gold. I know sometimes at this point we see a white metal and we think it's got to be platinum, especially when you see the price tags. This one is 18K. So item number 942, 21 points. In your Marquise cuts, another 16 points in the rounds. The Marquise cuts, there are 3. The rounds will be the rest of the way. It's just a few accents along the sides. The rounds are primarily those 2 champagnes that you see in the rounds nestled between. It kind of reminds us, like we saw in the tsavorite earlier, where it's a little bit of that journey style. 5 bigger stones cascading their way, something that looks very custom, looks very much like you maybe collected the stones and you worked with an artist and a jeweler and had a custom designed and made for you. This is a total weight, 37 points in diamonds, 18 karat, and yep, we're gonna throw in the 18 karat gold chain with it, which is a box link chain and adjustable yet again. So love the way that chain is gonna be a absolute workhorse in your collection. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. So a nice little, it almost reminds me of a figure 8 here now from this perspective. Let's take a look at it with the measurement so you can see how that's going to look. It's about 3/4 of an inch. I would say maybe even closer to 7/8 of an inch in length. And then we'll show it to you on the neckline as well. Only one, and that is so pretty the way that's done. I like that. It's just kind of a nice little way to do a little drop, nothing too, like we do these drops that have these, I call them stilettos, where they'll be like 2 inches, 2.5 inches in length. This keeps it a little bit more subtle, which I think is great for everyday wear. Let's go ahead and show it up close as well. And one caller is gonna get to take this one home. And the best part is you don't even need to lift a finger. You don't need to move a muscle. You don't need to get in the car. Don't need to pay for gas and park it somewhere and find, all that. Don't deal with it. Let it be sent to your doorstep. Let us deliver it right to you. And this one's gonna be a lot better than even, no, I'm not gonna do 1888. We got a huge value on everything. Big holiday weekend is here. So glad you're with us. It'll be my 10th or 11th Easter with you guys. I think it'll be my 10th Easter holiday with you guys. So really excited about this whole weekend ahead. But this one's gonna be a lot better than 1888. Let's just blow it out for $9.99. That way you get to save another extra $100 and you'll get it for $8.99 instead. And then we'll bring out the bangles. The bangles are ridiculously affordable. And I'm telling you about it in advance because we only have one of each. And there are 4 styles, distinctly different. So you're gonna have a favorite, or you may wanna get a couple and stack them. But whatever it is, we're gonna help you out with those bangles coming up next. But a necklace like that in 18 karat gold with some of your collectible yellows. The yellows are intentionally not matched, so you can see the lighter and the brighter shades of yellow. The champagnes are a little bit more matched, and then you have that larger white diamond off to the side, right where I'm holding it. So that's gonna be 5 major stones, 5 of them, of course, 5 in total, 3 Marquise, 2 round brilliants, the rest in rounds on the sides. All right, bangle time is here. This is so exciting because, well, there's no way to do this in 18 karat gold for this price tag. So it's going to get a little bit busy on these phone lines, I can tell you that. This would be even a jeweler's paradise here, because if you wanted to take this solid gold bangle, maybe it's the oval, maybe it's the heart shape, maybe you want to go with a, this is kind of fun. Look at this. It's an oval the other way, but with the bezel. So you've got a choice. See how the first bezel is east-west and prong set? The second oval is going to be bezel set and set north-south. And then we have one more to show you. And you're simply going to pick out your favorite. So the first 2 are going to be prong set. The next 2, the oval, and get ready because here's the Marquise cut. That's going to be in the bezels. This is one big bangle blowout, okay? It's our big deal in bangles that are, get this and listen carefully here because this is what's so crazy about this. It's 18 karat solid gold. Every single one of them is in 18 karat solid gold. They're not hollowed out. That's not a cylinder. That's not the kind of bangle, you know how they used to do, I remember even back in the day when gold was $200 an ounce, okay? And yes, when I started in this business, gold was $200 an ounce. 200 bucks an ounce. That's how long I've been doing this. But even then, I remember when I was shopping for bangles back when I started, usually what they would do was they would have it still gold. They would call it gold, but they would put, have you ever seen these where they put the silicone inside of the gold? And why would they do that? Well, several different reasons. To save on gold, less gold to make it, less money to the consumer, but also to make it dent resistant, right? That was the idea, was if you had something hollow in a bangle, one little knock against a desk or whatever it is, a door handle, a car door, whatever it is, and your bracelet, your bangle especially could dent. It could scratch a little bit easier. Well, again, we just skipped all that. We did solid 18 karat gold here. And they're narrow enough where I don't think you need to worry too much about that. They're narrow enough where, again, you wear it every day. This isn't that huge bangle that's a cuff style when they're wide. This is really meant to be a stackable. I mean, you see how beautifully, you can kind of imagine if they were all four on the wrist together, how beautifully it would look all stacked if you want to do it that way. But again, one only of each. They all have bigger diamonds. As a matter of fact, we'll walk you through because they're all different carat weights. So we'll tell you which diamond is which carat weight, but they stay in the white gold. This would be important, and truly from a jeweler's perspective, if you were in the business, if you had a storefront, if you are somebody who, you know, has any connection to the jewelry industry at large, you're probably melting them, because the truth is these are priced way below the melt price on the gold. And that's what's so impressive when it's 18 karat. Forget about the big diamond. There's a formed piece here, meaning it is all solid. It's hinged on the side. We'll show you all those details. For the average size wrist, by the way, if you have a little smaller wrist, they'll work as well. It's not like, there's several different styles of bangles we do that are considered average. Some are really big, where even a 7.5 inch is gonna have room. I would say with this particular average style, it's gonna be best for your 7 inch or below. So it's not gonna spin or turn because it is an oval shape, but it's best if you have a 7 inch wrist. If you're a 7.5, I think it's gonna be a little bit snug. So I do recommend it for those that want to have a 7 or maybe 6.5, 6 3/4. I'll show you. Now, Jason, we have two ovals. Here's oval number one. I'll walk you through the carat weights. There are two ovals. One is bezel set and one is north-south set right here. And then the other is east-west set and prong set. So that is the difference. And this one's the larger one. That's the 20-pointer. The 20-point diamond, 18 karat white gold, they stay in white. The one that's going, we'll just talk about the other oval, the north-south oval here, which is bangle number 3 on your wheel. That's gonna be a 13-pointer, but looks bigger because of the bezel. And then if you like the Marquise cut in the back, 14 points, but looks bigger because of the bezel. And then what have we left out? Not intentionally, but there's the heart shape. The heart shape is our 18-pointer, so that'll be your largest, second largest. Don't tell me I did this randomly. And then, of course, that's the third largest is the Marquise and then the oval. So here's what we'll do. One of each. Call me early. Let me show one on. Doesn't matter. They're all the same size. So I'm going to show them to you. How they open. They've got a little bit of a textured button on the side. So let me show you that. They're an oval shape, as you can see here. This is where one side is going to open up and the other side is hinged. So there's a little textured button right here. Look at how it just slides right in. Clicks closed. Do you see that little texturing? You're going to press that down. When you do, it opens up. Look how nice and wide it opens. This is what I always recommend. Go in from the side. Uh-oh. And don't lose your grip. And then close it on up. That's pretty easy. I did it with 2 fingers. So you can see that's the Marquise. That's what that one looks like on its own. Let me know which one's your favorite. You could stack, and that way they could like be all offset. You could stack them in a line. You could, they're always going to be centered up. You could just kind of move them a little bit so they all kind of nestle within each other. Here's what we're going to do. All the same price, so pick your favorite, but most importantly, be on the phone lines. Isn't this intimidating? Because I don't know about you, but as a host here who sells jewelry, and I do, you know, gold, the thought of having an 18 karat solid gold bangle frightens me. because I'm worried I'm going to have to say something like $99.99 and convince you that's a value when it actually is a value, especially when, before you even talk about the larger diamond that's centered up in the middle, it's a value. This is like minimalist glam. It really is. When you think about classic jewelry ideas, and maybe there's a bracelet you already have in love and you don't want to take that off. You're not replacing your bangle. You're not replacing your tennis bracelet. You're not replacing your friendship bracelet, your whatever it is. This is probably the most stackable of all the bracelet styles that we've ever brought. So whether it's stacking with each other, like you see up here on the wheel, whether it's stacking with the pieces you already have and love, whatever the case may be, this is going to be a value that you do not want to miss. And we already have somebody talking about the oval, which one I'm not sure, but we're going to get this a value you will not want to miss out on. Plus there's that extra $100 off and no final sale, meaning you've got a money back return policy. So you get it home, then decide if it's the right piece for you. But better value than even $99 or even half that price. $4,999 is not where I'm stopping. This is going to be that big time value. That's why it's a blowout. That's why it's here on our big holiday weekend. And again, to recap, 20-pointer, 18-pointer, the 13-pointer, and the 14-pointer. The two in the back, bezel. The two in the front, prong set. All white gold, all average size or less. So go up to a 7. You saw it on my wrist. I don't have a tiny wrist. So again, I usually wear a 6 3/4 or 7 in a bracelet. This is going to be perfect for a 7 or smaller. If you wear a 6 1/2, perfect. 6 3/4, perfect. 7, even I would say 7 1/4, you can get away with it. I would say your cutoff point is 7 1/2. If you're more comfortable than 7 1/2, these are probably going to be a little snug on you. But let's go ahead and blow them out. They're not 49 or 39 or 29. This kind of is that wild moment. Take as many as you want, collect, shop for gifting. Mom's Day is coming up. I think we spend all this time certainly thinking about, okay, springtime kickoff and all these holidays coming up in April, but then we think, oh my gosh, right around the corner, it's only about a month away. It's Mother's Day coming up. It's all the graduations and all of those special occasions. Jewelry is such a great gift to commemorate milestones and important people in our lives. And maybe that's just you shopping for yourself. You owe it to yourself to get in on these values when they're discounted the way they are. And since nobody's loving $29.99, I'll take them even lower. I thought that'd do it. But my job here is more than just about, hey, let's just profit on some bangles. No, it becomes very different. It's about let's move the pieces and make sure that we get them affordable enough to where you can say yes. That's the more important part. Let's say yes. Let's get you to say, I love that piece. Let me at least try it, get it home, put it on, see what I think. See how it wears with my tennis bracelet. See how it wears with my favorite ID bracelet, my cool, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. This is the way you get a really beautiful and, again, substantive style without being oversized. Doesn't mean you have to have a special occasion to put it on and wear it. Just enjoy it and love it and wear it all the time. But better price than $29.99, much better price tag. Let's go for it. $1,999 per bangle. They are really $18.99 at checkout instead, so much better, and a huge value on 18 karat gold, and you get a big diamond to boot. So we'll give them 60 seconds to go, and that'll be it. And then we're going to move right along, and we are now only 23 minutes from the most unbelievable Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve Emerald Cut. I'm talking about some serious neon in this emerald cut we're going to see coming up tonight. All right, so 38 seconds left to go. Final call. We got a moonstone here. I think we're going to bring that out next. Great moonstone, cross pendant, emerald piece, Paraiba is here. Love the Paraiba we're going to bring out today. It's our 62-pointer. Look at this one. Oh my. That's a pretty mighty piece there. That feels like Easter and every other special day, doesn't it? Every day is a special day when you're wearing Paraiba. It's true. Every day. Every day you're lucky enough to put that thing on. It's a special day. All right, we're going to be on our way, guys. Lots to do. Jason, which one are you loving? All right. Nobody, I don't know. This boggles my mind. And I know we're at the halfway point of the show, so, you know, the voice is a little, you know, and then it did this Wednesday, it did this Thursday. It's going, you know, it's kind of saying, stop, please, stop, help, please, rescue me, and then it'll rally. So forgive me. Just let the values do the talking. We've got $19.99. They're 18 karat gold. White gold, take what you love. We're going to give them 60 seconds. Now, here's the deal. We do a lot of sell it or melt it here because the reason that we can make jewelry affordable, if you've noticed that, why aren't your prices going up like 18 times in price like every other jeweler that's doing gold? The reason is because we are our own manufacturer. So we can melt our own pieces at will. We don't have to keep things and hold on to them because we're beholden to some vendor that's saying, don't melt our jewelry, you have no right to do that. We get to do what we want. So if you don't love it, there comes a point in time when we gotta move it. So it basically gets melted and then we can make new jewelry more affordable. That's how that works. So, all right, last call on those. If you don't love them, we'll melt them. That's no problem. And we can make a lot of rings out of that big, big value there. Because again, they were made a while ago. They used to be $49.99. Actually, a couple of them were $49 and some were $59.99, depending on the diamond. So now they're all just $1,899 a piece. I just think that's incredible. I know a lot of us are waiting for the Blue Wing Block D. That's going to be coming up as well. We've got a cross pendant. We've got an emerald. We've got a moonstone. Any of your requests. We've only had, now get this, we're an hour and 40 minutes in. That's 100 minutes in. We've had one request on a $100 off day that I didn't know was happening. I mean, I knew we'd do something on Sunday probably for the big Easter holiday, but starting it early to really show again, to make sure everyone gets a whole weekend to save and get exactly what they're looking for, okay? Because, you know, we know it's a busy weekend. You might be doing other things besides sitting at home and shopping with me. And that's okay. That's encouraged. But here's what we're going to do. If you happen to be here, we'll be your company and we'll keep you company on this holiday weekend. Let's talk about Moonstone coming up. I will keep the bangles. My goodness. Those are pretty. If you don't mind, I'm going to wear them for the rest of the night too, just so I can have some pretty arm candy. But here we go with our Moonstone. This is a great radiant cut. We don't see many of those. And I feel like, you know what, we'll just, I'll take a little break and we'll put it up for auction. Yeah, it's 1130728. I'm just going to tell you that now. I would love to have a little rhodium on the side, so that's what a little note's been made here. So we're going to have a little extra rhodium added to the sides. This is that cool hourglass shape that I love in the mounting that we do so well. We don't see it nearly as often as I think we should, but the truth is it's a lot of gold in this mounting. It's item number 728. That's a 204 radiant cut moonstone. So you've got a really special stone. I love all the colors. I think a radiant. Now, you can take a stone that only has one color, and when it's a radiant cut, it's usually going to give you some wow. With this one, all those different colors, and then you add the radiant, it really delivers. Now, it's also going to be 20 points in diamonds, the hourglass mounting that we love. Two of the stones, bigger diamonds east and west, the rest kind of creating that little semicircle half moon on the sides, and then it is intentionally pressed in. There's a little concave nature to that. So it's really pretty the way that looks, I think, at least. I think that's really special the way it looks when you've got a little bit more surface area in the gold. It's doing that really cool style where it's called concave when, of course, it presses in like that. And then it gives you more way that the light is going to reflect off the different surfaces of all that gold, which I think is fantastic. So here's what we'll do. One only in any gold you want. Make that easy. We'll go ahead and deliver any gold color you want. Yellow gold's fine. Rose gold would be okay. I mean, whatever you want to do, honestly, this stone's going to look good in anything and everything. You know that. And we'll go ahead and send it out. And no, we don't do many affordable moonstones. This one's going to be. Just because I want to get the action going on the phone lines. And we're all waiting patiently for that very big 9-carat emerald cut tanzanite that is on the way. Very excited about that. But before we do, this moonstone's got to get its home, and it will. And that's because I'm not going to start at $9,200. My goodness, what a nice little start price we've got there. We're going to go significantly less than that. Yeah, we're going to need to if we're going to light up all these phone lines. So let's do it. Let's make it a really important value. Come on in. Not a time to wait. Watch what we'll do instead of the 92 or maybe the 8,000 or the 7,000 or the 6,000. Maybe $5,000. Does that sound a little bit better? You guys are so demanding for value, and I'm so glad. Hopefully, I've had something to do with that over the years. I hope so. Take a look. Like, good is never good enough. Take a look at this on the hand. Now I'm seeing a gorgeous golden glow, but it just depends as it moves. as it picks up the light. Look at that. You've got all the colors at once, blues, greens, purples, reds, oranges, yellows. Maybe you only need one piece of jewelry, or maybe you need 4. I don't know. There's how the bangles look together, just to show you how those do stack really, really well. If you were considering getting more than one, obviously you wouldn't need to get all 4, but you know, I like minimalism and maximalism at the same time. You can like both, right? And I certainly am someone who, yeah, I'll do a classic, give me a staple, a standard, but I'm gonna stack them all up. And that's what that bangle does so well. And then if you wanted to, you could just kind of, you know, maneuver them where you could zigzag them, but I kind of love the way that looks. So I've got all those different shapes on. So if you want any of those bangles, they're still here for your consideration. But let's go ahead and blow this out. Not 5, not 4, not 3, not even $2,500. And again, wider band. You can see it even reflects. That's what I love about the concave, is that it reflects. You see that little reflection there? It's reflecting onto my skin because of the way it acts as a mirror. The light hits it and it bounces, kind of like what my signet ring does. I'm in the car for hours and hours on end every day, sun glaring in, you know, and it's just that signet ring, it can blind you. It can catch the light and just reflect and glow. Bigger mountings like this do that, so you don't have to have diamonds always to give some shine. And we'll blow it out. You know what? Not 25, not even $2,000. Let me just try to give it my best try to polish it up on the sides, because you know the perfectionist that I am is just not loving whatever's going on the sides there. We'll go ahead and make sure this is going out right now. $10 on the increment, please. We're going to go $1,500 to start on a 204. It's the radiant ever. I don't think there's a better way to describe it than that. Radiant and rainbow all together in one. And then we are getting to that 9-carat tanzanite 15 minutes from now. Excited about that one. That'll be here. And we've got $1,500 to potentially start this auction. Let's find out if anybody wants to get it going. The thing that I really want to make sure everyone understands with this particular mounting, since we do not see it, and there's a reason we don't see it very often anymore, that is because as gold has floated around 5,000 to 6,000 to 4,800, it's been kind of vacillating in that area. As gold has been hanging out in that $5,500 range recently, we understand that mountings that go that wide aren't always going to be the best, most affordable way to make jewelry right now. And we strive to make everything affordable. So that's really the beauty of what we're doing here. $1,500. Let's give it 60 seconds. Again, thank you for being with me today. Happy Good Friday to you. Glad you're with us. We have a Windsor Sapphire blowout next hour, but I know in 14 minutes now, we're going to go ahead and bring out that 9-carat Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve. It is amazing. And by the way, if you want to see it from a distance, there it is. So it's quite the wow factor. But let's get a look at this one and see if anybody's interested in that fabulous Moonstone Radiant cut. If not, no problem, I can keep it. We got pieces to melt, and that's okay. We can do that, no problem. But let's also make sure you see some convertible style earrings that are last call on our show. Cross necklace, or pendant rather, we're gonna bring you that Paraiba. I was saving that for the last hour. Maybe we just bring it out early, whatever you wanna do. But requests are also welcome, because anything you wanna see, it's $100 off as you shop the next hour and 13 minutes tonight. So make sure you do that. Get those discounts at, who doesn't wanna save $100? Links I would go to save $100 on anything. That's exciting. Everywhere else you go, you gotta pay more. How about let's have you pay less. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our fabulous cross. So the next cross pendant just seemed really important for today. And I'm gonna show it to you on the hand. And we are still about 13 minutes away from that fabulous tanzanite. I can't stop staring at it. Do you have the open? Oh, just in the nick of time. I was about to move on. We now have the open on the Moonstone. That one of our last, actually, I was looking yesterday, there are not a lot of Moonstones left. So certainly getting more limited in what we have in the Moonstone. So definitely if you don't have one yet and it's been on your radar, please make sure you kind of hop to it like a cute little Easter bunny. Hop to it and get those Moonstones before they're completely gone. 1,500 we have, let's give it 2 minutes. We'll go ahead and send it out. And don't forget, you would still get $100 off the auction, win, whatever that is. Right now, they are bidding 15. If they win it, they'd actually be paying 14. So not a bad way to go. The auction's pretty darn low as it is. You would have $100 extra saved. If you want to go 15, 10, Well, you would save another $100. That'd be $14.10 at checkout. So that's a nice way to go. Saving a bundle. I mean, who places one bid, wins an auction, and then goes backwards from the bid? I know a lot of places that I participate in auctions, there's all this hidden stuff that you got to worry about. The bid's one thing, and then if you're lucky enough to win it, you're going, okay, now why did the price double? Because then there's things like, well, when it's jewelry, there's things like, okay, sometimes it's a buyer's premium, or a gold color change fee, or a sizing fee, or a shipping fee, or there's tax. And all of those things I just mentioned, well, we don't have a buyer's premium on our auctions. There's no charge for the gold color change. The sizing within reason is free. You've got the shipping free. You've got no tax if you live in any state besides California. And so, yeah, there's no extras. And now you get $100 extra saved off of your bid. And we have 49 seconds to go in this auction. Take a look at it on my hand one more time. Good luck. Last call to get in. Look at that. That's really, to me, the beautiful way to see it, because you see and appreciate all of the different colors that are coming through. All at once. And then that extra glow off the surface of the stone. And we have $1,500. Who's our bidder? They're going to win it. It's looking really, really good. Where's Kathy calling from? Oh, in California. I know that area well. Very nice. All right. And it sounds lovely, and it is lovely. All right. Once, twice, three times? Or do we have someone trying to get in the last 5 seconds? Cross pendant time. We got a little cross diamond action here. Look at this. Diamonds. We have emeralds. 1510? Yes or no? Got it? Sold. Congratulations. That is gone. I have to show you these earrings. They could be the most versatile, the cutest. This earring is just one of those that's tougher to show you guys on camera, but look at this. The huggy hoop meets the heart. I call it our hearty hoop. It's our hearty huggy. And if you heart somebody, you want to hug them. And we have a huggy hoop. And it's all detachable from the heart. So there's 1,000,001 ways to wear them, because you can also add other charms. You can reverse them as well. There's a lot going on here, and this is how they look from the perspective of when they're on the ear. They're item number 112-8510. They're in yellow gold only. Only got a couple of pairs to go around. Usually with diamonds, I'm pretty unlimited. Not on this occasion, because we're about to offer them at under our own cost. We made these years back. It's been a while since they've been on the air. We made them a long time ago. We have what we have. We can only ship out what we have, because if we made them today, they would cost us over $6,000 to make. So it's just a different world we live in. It just is. I'm sorry. I don't control the gold market. I don't control the diamond market. But I do control what we price things for here. And I make sure that on a sale event weekend like this one, you've got the opportunity to save a bundle on the pieces you love. So this is a removable heart hoop. So what this does is, we all love a good huggy. We've sold a double row huggy many times before, where you can wear that great style with a 1/2-inch drop by itself. There's a little loop. It's as simple as opening the hoop earring and detaching your heart. The heart shape can be worn front or back. The hoop itself can be worn forward or backwards. So in other words, if you want a solid yellow gold hoop, you got it. If you want a diamond hoop, you've got it. If you want the hoop by itself, sure, or add the drop. Or if you're really, really funky, you could even wear one side, like your left side. You could wear left side maybe with the heart and the other without. Do what you want. Or if you have other pendants, charms, things that have a nice little opening to them, you could add them to the hoop as well. So there's different ways to wear it. Play with them. It's kind of like, jewelry, paint by numbers here. Kind of make it your own every single day, even minute by minute, day by day, hour by hour. You can change it up and switch it up. Make it your own. It's 112-8510. I'm going to show them to you on the hand and, of course, on the ear. But look at how stunning this is. So you see, even when the hoop is still, there's still a little movement to the heart, but it's never going to flip around unless you intend to do that. So there's a couple things to notice. If you're going with the whole set, like they are, now they're only in yellow gold, so that is the only option. Complete pave, and yes, it's a carat 43 in your diamonds. That's an inch, or rather 7/8 of an inch there, top to bottom. That's with the drop. Now watch how easy this is. Open it up, take the heart off, and you're done. Now you have the hoop by itself. You can put it in forwards or backwards. If you put it in backwards, you've got gold. If you put it in forwards, you've got diamonds. If you want to attach your heart shape, you've got the ability to do that with the diamonds up front, or we did this great design in the back, so you can wear it like this, where it's like almost like an undergallery, but it's almost like a filigree. So you can wear it with the diamonds of the heart up front or backwards. So a lot of different ways to wear it. If you want to wear the hoop by itself, let me just give you a measurement there. I said 1/2 inch. Let me verify my estimation for you. And yes, it is 1/2 inch. Okay, so now I'm going to try them on, because we all want to see what they look like on with the heart and without, I'm sure. So we'll start with, and then we'll take one off, and then we'll show you all the different ways to wear it. But 143 in diamonds, never, I repeat, never ever this affordable. So are we getting the gist? There's like 1,000,001 ways to wear this one earring set that you're getting. And I don't mean one earring, I'm talking about a pair, of course. I'm just borrowing the other one momentarily to show them to you on, because wow, is this a look. And you can see there how really stunning they are with that great movement they have. I love the way they stack up the ear as well. You know, you could even do that. You could even wear them. I mean, that's a hoop that's a size that I like to wear even up the ear as well. So if you would rather, if you just want to take the hoop and wear it in a second piercing, you've got a great 1/2 inch style that you can wear anywhere you want. So I think there's a lot of versatility beyond what you'd expect. And then just give me a second and I'll go ahead and pop up here and take that heart shape off so you can see it the other way. Just as a hoop by itself on its own, 143 in diamonds. Let's get you going. Back in the day, and this is again kind of like our Russian demantoid necklace we had. Obviously, I've been here a long time. I presented nearly every piece of jewelry that's ever come through here. I remember every piece of jewelry that's come through here that I presented. I remember on a Saturday morning when I debuted these way back when, I'm talking years ago. We are literally going back years. I remember that these came out and there was a lot of hoopla surrounding them. Obviously a fairly new concept, this convertible, wear multiple ways style that's so exciting, and the ability to have a chunkier diamond presence than you usually get. Look at this with just the hoop, by the way. That's just your, again, let's go minimalist. Look at how gorgeous that is on its own. And again, if I put that in the other way, if I went through the post through the back, you would have a mirror finished gold hoop. So you can wear them different ways. And I've messed up all my earrings in the process, but you get the idea. So again, lots of ways to wear them, but watch this, because way back when they debuted, years and years ago, they were here for $3,999. What was happening? Gold was less than. Diamonds were less than. We're gonna do better right now. And again, that's the same earring. Have the option of wearing it different ways. Take a look at them again up close. Let's blow them out. And the full pair of earrings. Wonderful gift idea, because if you're giving a heart, well, nothing more significant than that, I don't think. I think it's a wonderful gift moment. And having somebody else have the ability to wear it multiple ways, to say, I'm not giving you one pair of earrings, I'm giving you many pairs of earrings. And you can see here, this is that finishing I was telling you about. Love the way that looks. So if you wanted to reverse the heart shape and have that kind of look, you could do that. If you want to have the hearts up front with the mirror finishing, you see what I'm talking about, right? There's a lot of combinations here. I'm tempted to try and do the math and figure out how many combinations, but you know what? I'll wait till I'm 100% to do all that. Yeah, I'll just give you a great value. And that way, anybody who wants to take advantage of this and play with them, and oh, I thought that was gonna sit for me for a minute. Let's do even better than $39. This is our old price from way back when, years ago. We could leave it there, or we can save you even more money. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna leave one here just so I want you to see the quality of those diamonds up front. That's so important, obviously, to see that VS quality of those diamonds, the beauty of what we're doing here. Again, only a couple of pairs to go around, only in yellow gold. They'll go right out to you on Monday, so they're right out to you in a couple of days. To give, to gift, to hold on to. Maybe you're going to hold on to them for that graduation gift for that special someone. Maybe it's a gift to mom, Mother's Day coming up. Maybe your mom. Maybe you're the mom and you're saying, I buy my own jewelry. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I know exactly what I want. I'll take care of myself. Moms need to do that more. I want to start an organization. I don't know if one exists yet, but I want to start an organization that just encourages moms to do more for themselves. I love my mom. She has one fault. My mom is the most amazing human being, but she has one big fault. She's not good enough to herself. Never has. I've known her for 45 years, soon to be 46. And you know what? That's been her fault. That's been her one fault. And I think a lot of moms are that way. Because I think when you are a mom, whether you were that way before or not, I think you become selfless, no matter what. I think more moms need to be better to themselves, treat themselves better, give themselves more grace, treat themselves, spoil themselves a little bit even, maybe even spoil. That word tends to have such a negative connotation, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't. Let's take a look at these earrings. They're not going to be $39 or $29. Wow. And I know they don't sit all that well. That's a big, big detriment here. Let me just hold them up here for you. And remember, all that, for as bad as they sit, as poorly as they sit here on the wheel, that just shows you how much fun they are in person, because the way you get to play, always make it a little bit different, exciting and new. They're not even $2,499. I mean, what can we do? Can we rile up some shoppers out there before we get to our tanzanite? Because I am literally due to show you the 9-carat tanzanite in 30 seconds. That means I got to get a couple pairs of earrings out the door in 30 seconds. And $24.99's not made anybody excited yet. Here's what I'll do instead of $24 or $2,000 or $19.99. You got $100 extra off your purchase in every one of your purchases. Don't pick one piece. You get to save $100 off each and every item you shop for tonight and throughout the weekend. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's only for tonight. It's throughout our Saturday and Sunday, but that gives us 7 hours total in the next 2.5 days. And it's not even going to be $19.99. Apparently, I'm going to test the waters here, of really big value, and we'll make them even more affordable. And again, anything you see, best prices out there. One pair's already gone. Aren't they going to be thrilled that they're saving even more? Right now, they're thinking $18.99. Well, that's where I'm going to go even better. On the air, $1,888, and then they will be out to you for $1,788 at 7 o'clock out here on the West Coast. And we got a 9-carat tanzanite to bring out next for you. And wow, is that going to be exciting. I am thrilled with this next tanzanite. Beyond. It's the Museum Reserve. I have been waiting. Look at that. Unbelievable quality. Unbelievable. We'll see it coming up. Don't forget about the bangles and the 18-karat gold. And we have got a $1,788 price tag for anybody who wants those convertible style earrings with a nearly 1.5 carat diamond weight. Okay, let's move on. We are at the top of the hour. I first of all want to wish everyone a happy Good Friday. Thank you for being with us tonight. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you. We have a whole holiday weekend here for you. We're going to do $100 off, not just for the next hour tonight that we have together, but also on our Saturday and our Sunday shows as well. Yes, we will be here with you live on Easter Sunday. So we're going to have a very, very special weekend ahead. But I think when it comes to tanzanites, there's really one that needs to be showcased, and we opted for this Friday evening to bring it out to you. I'm Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for tolerating me and my awful vocal cords. They're doing the best they can, I promise. So again, put up with me for just another 58 minutes, and then we'll try to regroup and see how we do tomorrow morning. But let's also talk about a 9-carat tanzanite before we go. And the good news is that our jewelry doesn't need me here. I don't need to be here. Jewelry like this sells itself. And quite frankly, if you're anywhere else in the world, whether it's online shopping, whether it's in a store, whether it's on another network as you flip through the dial, it's simple to see quality in tanzanite. It doesn't take a gemology degree. It doesn't take, decades in the business to know good tanzanite from not so good tanzanite. So that we've established. I think if you've ever watched me for more than an hour, you know that we are the home for the very best tanzanite that's ever been mined in this one source on the planet. And it's running low, really low. We have very little left of our Blue Wing Museum Reserve. Of course, that's also where we are enjoying being now, is the Museum Reserve, which are the literal museum reserve stones, meaning they were set aside 7.5 years ago to be on display in museums worldwide. That has since changed because, of course, we sold out of everything prior to our museum reserves, and there were a lot of you that still didn't have one, or wanted more or wanted to keep on collecting. Highly recommend that. This is the most gorgeous emerald cut, and the reason why a lot of people might be dissuaded from an emerald cut is simple. A lot of times with an emerald cut, it will not actually, whether it's diamond or anything else, or even a bright neon stone like this one, it won't always show the same depth of color. Look at that. I mean, it's already from a distance away showing reds. It's impressive. A lot of times, though, there will be something in the middle, and it's not a problem with the cutting. It's just the nature of the cutting, where sometimes the center of the stone might look a little less vibrant or colorful than the outsides. And that would be a detriment to this stone, given that the neon is what it's all about. So the reds that are coming through go all the way to the literal center and beyond. It is the most incredible stone. It's actually 9 carats in size as well, but I think the way we designed it and put it together, it feels very wearable for a 9 carat. In other words, if you're somebody that typically shies away from the bigger stones, I think you could still try this. And let's all remember that even with our discounting we're doing for the holiday weekend, and even with all these great values you're seeing, you have a money back guarantee. So for everybody that says that's too good to be true, I had a guy who was watching for a while, and he's been watching all the shows, and he came and he said to me, he said, I've been watching you for, at the time he said, I've been watching you for 8 years. He goes, I literally never shopped with you because I thought it was too good to be true. Because you do a really nice job, you really explain things, I see everything in depth, I know exactly what I'm getting, but my goodness, your prices they should be like 4 times the price. And he said, I'm never gonna shop with you because I like spending more money because I think I'm getting more. I always encourage people, when you start shopping here, please try to get over that, because it's the truth, especially when you actually start to experience, like, it takes one piece. And when you get that first piece at home, it's a little addiction that's going to ensue. I'll tell you that right now. Because why would you ever go spend more of your hard-earned dollar on lesser quality material somewhere else? And you don't need to. So this is really, again, what could be to a museum. Now, I'm going to just go out on a limb and say it ain't going to a museum, because I have a very strong feeling that this is going to go out to one of you tonight. So let's take a look at our beautiful 9 carat here. It's our emerald cut, and then the most elegant way to set it that still really shows off the emerald cutting. So I'm going to move our earrings aside. There's those convertible earrings that are still available for you. Here's item number 112-4188. And just in flashing it tonight, in the last couple of hours that I've been on the air with you guys, there's been a lot of people saying, when is that going to be here? Because I don't need to see any of this other jewelry you got. Just show me the 9 carat. So here it is. 112-4188, a 9 carat museum reserve, a 22-point diamond weight. I love that the diamonds don't overtake anything. They're there, they're VS, they're beautiful, they're pave in 4 rows on either side. But it's not taken away from what the star of this ring is all about. It's right there. That's a blue wing block D. That's the best in the world. That is where no having to doubt or dispute or go, I don't know, maybe somebody's got a better quality somewhere. Maybe if I spend the $3,800 a carat I saw down the dial, maybe that's going to be better. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. It's an exclusive collection only shared with us here. And this is why, again, we may be a newer network out of the networks out there, but I'll tell you this, we've got the longest history of gem heritage of anybody in the television world or beyond. This is a 6th generation and counting gemstone family behind this network. Not a jewelry family, jewelry came later. It's gemstones, gemstones, gemstones. And you're not in the gemstone business. It's a pretty small one, even though it's worldwide. It's a pretty small business. You're not in it for 6 generations and doing it well and being well-renowned without making some great connections through those years, many hundreds of years. So it's exciting to bring you opportunities because that's how we got this. There's a lot of people that ask me, well, how on earth did you even get this special collection? The miner who mined this D-block material, this one vein of this D-block, he saved it, kept it a secret, kept it on the down low, all hush-hush. It was he and his team of miners. There were 6 other gentlemen besides himself. He kept it a secret for all these years and then decided, why the heck am I sitting on this material? Sure, it's cool and it's rare and it's exclusive and it's the best that's ever been mined, but why not share it with the world? I feel that way about people. People have talents. Every one of us, every person out there has a talent, a skill that is unique to you. And I always feel like if you're able to like recognize that or tap into that, share it. Share it with the world. Share it with everybody you can. And we don't always have, not every one of us has that platform. I'm so excited to be a part of a place where we can actually share these best of the best with all of you. And now a piece that rightfully belongs in a museum and instead is right here, right now at an incredible value. So here's the deal. We'll make this really affordable for you. It's got a $15,999 price tag, and there it is. So that's it. Here's what we're gonna do instead of $15,999 on the Blue Wing Block D Best Of. And if you don't like it, there's museums lined up, ready to take it off our hands. But I know somebody out there is gonna recognize, especially on this big Friday night, knowing that I gotta give all kinds of values. Let me show it to you on the hand here as well. You saw it from across the room. Let's see what it does up close, but with a little hand perspective here. So you get to get acquainted with the size and how it's gonna look and how it's gonna sit atop your finger there. And we can do any, actually this one looks like they do wanna leave this in the white gold, Tony. I was hoping too we could do white, yellow, or rose. This one's gonna stay in the white gold. But where do we begin? Well, we know where we're beginning, 16,000 bucks, and nobody's liking it. That goes to show you, we've brought you some values. It means we need to duplicate it or make it even better. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blow it out right now. And I'm gonna actually, you know what, skip my blowout price. Let's put it on the auction block. That gives me a lot more freedom to drop this open so we can make it even more affordable than I'm allowed to. Because obviously I should at least recoup the gold price. Probably the gold and the diamonds at what? $4,250. I should probably find a way to recoup that gold price, at least. It's one thing to give away a free stone, but shouldn't be selling the gold mounting for less than it goes for or less than it can be made for. Let's try something a little bit different. And if you have been wanting the ultimate blue wing, it is such a real testament to that material that it can be that particular emerald cut and still be as saturated through and through as it is with the red flashes galore. Let's bring it down to auction. Not gonna be $10,000 to open. Well, I love $9,000 to open because that's $1,000 a carat and nobody's gonna have material comparable to this for that price. But there's so many of us that know this material that maybe are not here for our very first tanzanite rodeo, so we know that TVON is expected to do a better value. That's what's always challenging about coming in here every day is I gotta find a way to beat my own prices every single day. And when the whole rest of the world is going up, 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 up in prices, and I gotta come up here every day and go, well, I guess I gotta go lower in my price, and lower in my price, and lower and lower and lower and lower. So that's what we're gonna do, because that's what really resonates with you all as a value. And whatever it takes, that's what's happening on this big Friday night. Not 9,000, 8,000, 7,000. No, it is not. It is not even going to be $6,000 to open when it's set in a ring in solid gold, and that's a wide band because remember, it's holding a 9-carat stone. You're not going to be able to hold a 9-carat stone like this without having a lot of gold in the mounting. So it all goes to show you this is a value unlike any other, and we need callers. I will bring it in, and you guys have put up with a lot this week listening to this. I am so sorry. Again, I wish there was a miracle cure, and the only cure is rest, and I don't get that ability. So here's what we're going to do, guys, and don't think that that's not taken into consideration when I'm offering these values that we are doing. It's truly taken into consideration. I am going the extra mile. It's not going to be 6,000. It's not going to be 5,500. And I like that number because 55, you know, kind of cool. Here's what we're going to do. It's a $10 increment. It's in white gold. The only thing I'm going to need to know from you is one thing. Do you know your ring size? And I hope you do. And if you don't, guess, and we can always make it right, right? We'll always get it close, and then if it's not right, you send it back, we'll do it for free. But this is the better value than even 5,500. Trying to go for it here. We're going all the way to the bank. And yet, you've already saved over $10,000 from where it honestly, rightfully should be. And I don't think there's a lot of people that'd be much more comfortable spending $16,000. Okay. But to experience this in real life and to see it in person is what it's all about. It's not $5,500. Let's go. $5,000 to start on a 9-carat emerald cut that looks like that, okay, that's how we do it. $5,000 to get it going. Don't worry about the increments. It doesn't matter until we get the open. But they are teeny tiny if we get there. And we will with a price tag starting like that. Plus there's $100 off when you win it. That's a nice little extra added bonus. You know, it's funny, I got away from 55 to open, but when you do the math on the per carat, it's $5.55 and 55 cents right now. It is. I'm a 5 girl because I'm 5'5", it's my birthday, so yeah. $5.55 and 55 cents. I like how that is working out. But you don't. So that doesn't matter what I like. Does not matter. If I'm not making you happy, then I'm not happy. That's kind of how this works as well. So, you know, it's no fun to go home at night and go, I didn't make anyone happy. The job is to, I only sell jewelry. So if you can't make people happy selling luxury fine jewelry at teeny tiny little prices, then you need to find a new career path. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go even lower than $5,000, and here I should be doing $5,500, and I'm already misspeaking. We're going to go lower than $5,000 and make this instantly attainable. Come on in and try it. Big emerald cut. There's nothing more luxury than an emerald cut. Trust me when I tell you. It's that way in diamonds. It's equally that way in tanzanites. But to see that color saturation and to see the reds, I don't know what it's looking like because we all have different monitors. You have a different TV than I have a different TV. You might be watching on a phone. Some people watching on a computer, on a tablet, on a phone, wherever it is. Some of you go old-fashioned and watch on TV. I know. Can you believe that? I can't believe I'm saying that. But that's true. However you're watching, do you see the red flashes? Because to me, I need a new phrasing for red flash because this seems far beyond a red flash. It seems a little more impactful than just, that indicates like a little here and a little there and then it disappears. This is like the whole stone lights up red right before your eyes. Come on over and take a look at it. So do you see what I'm talking about? The neons, the brightness, the beauty, and it's all the way through, and we don't have it open at $5,000? Yikes. Well, I guess we give up, put it away, save it for another day, or send it out to the museum on Monday. Those are my options. But you see what that's doing. Look at that. Love the pave rose. Love the way it's finished. We've got, nope, still don't have it. All right, I thought we got the open there. We do not. Well, I'm just going to give it a go one more time. And not in the terms of a 60-second clock. If there's anything that should go tonight, I believe in my heart of hearts it's this one. It's this one piece. So let's go even lower than $5,000. And we'll go even, yep, I'm going to try it. I mean, I'm giving, this is kind of like a little, like a double dare. Like I double dare you. At this point, if nobody's going to start at 5, it probably doesn't matter what I do. But I'm going to try something. And I'm going to, in essence, kind of double dare you here to come on in on the phone lines and save even more on this colossal best of best tanzanite. It's not 49 or 48 or 47. At this point in time, you got to wonder, is there anything that I can do to make the magic happen? We'll find out together. But it's not 47 or 46. Let's go $4,500. You know what? I better put 60 seconds on that. I'm not going to be able to get away with that for long. So $4,500, whole different deal now. And $100 still off on the auction wins. Absolutely. Hey, Mary Jo, thank you so much. I don't know offhand. I haven't looked at it in a while. I don't even know if it's in stock, but I can check for you. Do you think, since Andy's in the back, do you think Andy could check on the price of the nail bangle right now? Just because Mary Jo's curious. And I think it's because a lot of you are like, if it's the price I think it is, I'm going to go resell mine. I've had a lot of people doing that. They're like, I'm going to take mine to a jeweler and just resell it because it's worth so much more now than what you probably paid for it. So yeah, Mary Jo, we'll check on that. And as soon as I have an answer on that, we'll get it to you. But maybe it's worth talking about a new per carat because $4,500 on that stone on a 9 carat would be $500 a carat. But let's also take this note. It would be $100 off. So even if you started at 45, you'd really only pay 44. And that means your price tag would actually be like $480 some a carat for the stone that you're looking at right now, and nobody wants it. Yes. Thank you very much. That's for the average size nail bangle. Okay, I will let Mary Jo know. Thank you much. Nobody wants this one. All right, I'll move on. I'm sorry to bore you with it. I was excited about it, but just goes to show you. I like what other people don't sometimes, and that's me. So here we go. Let's talk about our emerald ring, or do we want to just go to the Paraiba? Do we want to even, do I dare bring out the Paraiba? It's concerning if this is here, but I do have a 62-point blue-green Paraiba Tourmaline in the bridge of all things. Look at how we set that one. That is one of the world's rarest right there. So we've got Paraiba for you as well. How about oh, there's one other moonstone that's a really big size. We've got a great moonstone here. Look at that moonstone. That's cool. All right, are we done shopping tonight? We have 40 minutes left to go. So I got to fill up 40 minutes. We can tell jokes, we can dance, we can sing. We can, well, no, there's no singing. There's no singing tonight. No. But we can do anything else. So anything you need, let me know if there's anything jewelry related you'd like to see that I could bring out from a vault. We'll be happy to do that for you. $100 off for the next 40 minutes tonight. We see you in the morning. We see you Sunday morning. Easter Sunday, yes. Should I wear my little bunny outfit? Should I wear it on Sunday? Might have to. The way I'm feeling, whatever we need to do, just, but take a look. This is going to be 45, no open. Let's move on. I've got this really cool wide band. This is our big emerald ring. Look at that. That's a cool piece. Love that one. We have the Paraiba here as well. All the bangles I'm wearing are for sale. They were here earlier at $19.99 a piece. So keep that in mind as well. And in 10 minutes, I'm supposed to show you some Winzas. I will. We've got some big Winza sapphires. If you've never heard of these, they're really unusual. Real collector's stones. So we've got some Winza sapphires to show you as well before we depart tonight. And there's a white diamond cross. It's just they've got a little body color to them. This is what we call light browns. They're kind of light yellows, really. So if you're okay with a light yellow, where they're not quite white, but they're not like totally like bright, vibrant neon highlighter yellow, then this would be the cross for you. So I'll just show you here, since we obviously wanted to bring out some crosses for the Easter weekend here. We've got item number 1130-103 to show you now, and then let me know if you have any requests that we can get to. We've only had one all night, which is surprising, or maybe not, just because everyone's probably out, doing crazy things and, out doing the family things and the dinners and getting their holiday weekend started. So here we are with our 1.5 carat, 25 point. These are the oval stones too. So instead of round brilliants, which we typically see, you've got the ovals instead, which are 25 pointers each. They're all equal. If you look, it's really cool what they did, because there's actually 2 ovals. I think I'm actually reciting it wrong. There looks like immediately 6 stones. There's actually going to be only the 2 on the sides and the 3 down the front. So it's 5 stones in total. So you've really got that beautiful look there, which is so important. So they're 30 points a piece. Am I wrong? I'm seeing 2 ovals plus the 3, hold on, because I don't know if my eyesight is going with my sickness, but I don't know here. Wait, oh no, is it 2? Right, 2 across the side. Y'all see that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless I'm seeing things, but it looks actually like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stones, which means that they're bigger than what it appears to be, right? Because they would actually be 30 points each. So I'll just kind of make a little adjustment there on that carat weight, because we are looking at the same thing. So you've got this really special cross with the oval stones. They're all still VS diamonds. They have a little light body color to them. That means a light yellow. So what that means is, again, if you want a yellow that's not too bright, but you don't want, again, and from a distance, they're going to look like white diamonds. But here's what I'll do. I've only got a couple available. It's only white or yellow gold, just what you see there. We're going to blow it out right now. Even my bag says 25 points a piece. Am I just wrong? Am I miscounting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like I'm having a moment where I'm like, what? Am I not able to count anymore? It looks to me like it's 5 stones, not 6 stones. Correct? Do you guys know that? It's 5. Okay. Thought I was losing my mind, because, yeah, that is, okay. Because even the bag says 25 points each, but they're not. So I'll just cross that off. Graphics wrong. There we go. Cross it off. All right. Now we're good. 30 points. I don't know. Sometimes you can't always believe what you read. Am I right? We know that. I can't imagine. What? What do you mean? You mean not everything said on the internet is true? Oh my goodness. All right. So All right, now we've got how many stones there are in the cross sorted out. Even fooled the jewelers back there. That's their writing. So, okay, we got 5 stones. They're 30 points each. That makes a difference. You know, when you're talking about bigger diamonds, that's what makes a difference. Diamonds get more expensive when they become bigger. It's the same reason why, you know, not everybody can afford a 5-carat diamond, a 7-carat diamond, a 10-carat diamond. It's why I did the cardinal sin the other day and I brought you lab growns, because I can't bring you great prices on 7-carat diamonds. So some of you said, I kind of like your engagement ring. What can you do on a large diamond? I said, well, we'll bring you a really gorgeous version of it and we'll bring you a lab grown. And so, you know, it matters. Bigger diamonds are more money. So a 25 to a 30, that's an extra leap. It's a jump. So it's really, really exciting. Now, all we're going to do right now is give you great value. It's only going to be $19.99. That's it. So really quickly, you know, here, white or yellow, you decide. Then we'll get into our fabulous Paraiba. We've got a final about 35 minutes left. And again, any requests you have, if there is something you want to see again from earlier tonight, let me know. We can dive into any vault, any collection in the inventory, if there's anything you want to see again, or if you're like Mary Jo and you're curious, what is a piece? Is a piece still available from like the classic collection? It may very well be, and I was kind of shocked. That price is really good. So yeah, a lot of options. And then there's this diamond pendant. Look at this diamond piece. Princess cuts together with rounds. We'll take a look at this one. I just love when we can do bigger diamonds at an affordable price tag like that, 30 pointers each. Take a look at this. This is, now we're back to pure white diamonds here. Platinum, 70 points in princess cuts and rounds together. You got your 4 princess cuts and then your rounds the rest of the way. And most of that carat weight is going to be among the princess cuts in the quadrant. It's 1130,475. And that's platinum. And it's a one only. And there's enough room in the bale where if even you wanted to put a little pet portrait, you could. Or a little engraving or a date or a symbol, you could do that. You could, there's a lot of local jewelers that do engraving. I know at this point, last time I had something engraved was last Father's Day actually. And so that would be like a year ago, June. And it had been so long since I had anyone do any engraving for me personally. Guess who did my engraving? It was a random dude. He was like a 20-year-old kid in an apartment. And he was just like, you know, new father and everything. And he was able to do it all at home. He had like all the equipment right there at home. So it was like, okay, I don't even need to go to a retail store. I don't even need to go to a jewelry store anymore. You can find local engravers in your area. The technology has come to that point where a lot of it is more, again, technology is advanced, where a lot of people have access to that in their own personal homes. So something to consider if you want to get that engraved. It's not as daunting as it might sound. I knew there used to be this place. It was a great place called Things Remembered in the malls. I don't know if they still exist. I don't know. Free advertising if they do. But they used to do a lot of that. And that was like in the 90s era and the early 2000s. That's where you'd go to get like a really cool personalized picture frame or Christmas ornament or, you know, baby rattle or something like that. Now it's a little easier to find people. They've got, you know, great equipment and just, you know, right there at home. So it's really easy if you want to get that engraved. Let's do something really special on this one. It's only $9.99. First caller with that $100 off, you get to save, and it makes it $8.99 instead, which is a much better value. And then we'll get a move on. We've got a lot to do. Of course, if anybody wants to open the tanzanite, we can actually bring it back. And you know what else is interesting? This is something, can I just show you on the hand here? This is something we don't have very often. I happen to have, speaking of the gentleman, because this could be gents or ladies, because look at this. This is a longer length, curb link necklace. Gents or ladies, and it's a curb link in gold. This is 14 karat gold. Oh my goodness, we're gonna be excited about this, and it just kinked up on me because it's been, poor thing's been in this bag for a while, for like years. It's a curb link necklace and it's 20, do we wanna check this? I don't know if it's 28. Doesn't look like 28 to me. So let me double check. You go ahead and look at the pendant while I double check this length, okay? Who's got the yardstick so I can try to measure this thing? I'm just gonna double check for you because I don't have a lot of necklaces this length in my repertoire, but I still kind of feel in my jewelry senses like maybe that's not right. Let me just double check. Might be, hope it is, but I'm gonna check. Yeah, it's actually 22, but yeah, close enough. That's only 6 inches different. Let me double check again. It makes a difference. Yeah, again, can't go with what you read. I double check everything for you. It is, in fact, 22 inches. All right, so now I can show you the necklace. That can be a ladies' style as well. I know a lot of ladies who love 22-inch length necklaces. So I'll show it to you again here. This is a really cool chain. Actually, what I'll do is, before I link it up, let's show you what it looks like from a distance so you can see the size, because this is a quite substantial curve link, and you can see how it looks. I'll just throw it on the neckline for a minute, just because obviously that's not where it's going to sit. But 22 is down below where, you know, you can see. So what I'm going to do is show it here first, just so you can see the size, the width, the thickness. We'll give you an item number on it. It's going to be 1119044. I think 22 is great because the beauty of that is ladies can wear it too. Now, obviously, a 22-inch on me is going to sit right here. So for the record, I'll put it here for the moment so you can see it. Yes, it's a curve link all the way around. It's going to have an insert closure, which I'll show you up close. And then you can see how that's going to fasten. It's got 2 figure-8 safeties as well, so that thing ain't going anywhere. Here's what it looks like when it's all fastened. So there's one like big insert style. It situates inside, and then you've got the 2 figure-8s, and then how you're going to release it. After you unfasten your figure-8s, there's a little button, which you'll see from the profile, and that's what you press down. That'll release the hinge on the inside, okay? Made in Italy, stamped made in Italy. I love that. And look at this gorgeous shine. No wrong way to wear it because it's the same front and back. Sometimes they'll do a little different detail in the back, and same here, same look all the way around. It's I'm not going to go ahead and quote that gram weight, Tony, on this one, just because I would need somebody to check that, because that might be for the 28-inch they quote here on this bag. So I don't know, since this is 22. But I will give you great value, and we'll blow it out, and I'll ignore the price tag that's sitting here on this bag of $18,000, and we will just give it a value. Look at that. So just how it puddles here, I love that. How it's just, again, this is not a stiff piece. You know, sometimes curve links can be a little, you know, where they'll kind of, they get a little rigid, so then they never sit properly on the neckline. Not going to happen here with this one. So what we'll do is, men's or ladies piece, 22 inches, I'll blow it out. We never see jewelry like this. And I know a lot of you, especially now, relying on us to bring you those gold values. But again, don't do a lot of just classic gold pieces, and that is the definition of a classic gold piece. I say you get it and share it with everybody in your life. I mean, like, I don't know anybody who wouldn't wear that. A teenager would wear. Have you seen what the kids are wearing these days? Like, I know that makes me sound so old. I used to be like, I'd walk into a room and I was younger than everybody, and now it's the opposite. I've hit that, yeah, that like up and over, where it's like, now I'm the old one in the group. I used to be the young, like, I was younger than my operators when I started, like by 10 years. Now it's like, yeah, now my operators could be, yeah, they're like the age of, you know, my kids. But here we go. This is not going to be $18,000. Who wants our curve link? Blow it out, $49.99, done. I can go, what we can do, by the way, is go get the gram weight, if it, obviously, because, you know, y'all would want to get that, so I'm sure. Let me go verify that. We can go send it to the back. I don't have a scale out here, so we'll go send it back, and let me get a gram weight, just to give you the accuracy there, okay? Just to make sure. It says 34 grams. I want to make sure. So let me double check on that, but $49.99. If you want it, Jason, we'll reserve it, and then we'll let you know what the gram weight is, okay? But that is just men's, ladies, young or old, doesn't matter. Honestly, I would wear that. I know all the men in my life would wear that. I mean, not that there are that many. It sounded weird. Yeah, like all of them. All of them. They'd all wear that. But like, seriously, the teenagers, the 20s, the 30s, like, I think that's like your one in the family. Like, everybody can just trade it off, like, reserve a day. Okay, today's my day to wear the curve link. And then, okay, hubby, you can wear it the next day. And then, okay, the grown kids can wear it, you know, on the weekends. It's just, it's amazing how versatile a style like this is. And there was an era where this was considered more of a men's style. But I'll tell you, I designed a whole line of jewelry around the curve link called Lauren's Links many years ago. And I got to tell you, we have seen it take off ever since as not just a like edgy, cool, you know, bold men's style, but this is for everybody. So let me know if you'd like that one, Jason. We're going to move on back to our diamond pendant. I'm going to try to give you a really good emerald deal as well. But again, do we have any more gold like that? And are we going to get the gram weight? Let me see if I can hand that off to somebody who can run back, because if I run back, then my microphone won't work. Yes? You got it. That was the one on the ear right now. Thank you for double checking that. Might as well just get that accurate just in case. All right, so this one's gone. And then let's bring out the emerald. I'll do a great value on the emerald right now. Here's our emerald. This is an oval. Yeah, do you want the curb? Or, oh no, the diamond pendant just sold. I can see if we have anything like it. We can check it out. And then we'll do our Paraiba. You know, I would stay with us for the Paraiba because it's feeling like, Mama, got to sell some jewelry here. It's that time of the night, and it's a Friday night. You know, they're challenging. So we'll bring a Paraiba value like never before. I'll just put that out there now because I have resigned myself to discount a Paraiba like nobody should. So I will do that, and we'll do that coming up next. But here's the emerald. This also, I think, feels a tad bit like the unisex style, perhaps. And by the way, if anybody wants the curb link, we've got an update and a verification on the gram weight. And it is accurate, thank goodness. All right, so just that length is wrong, but 34 grams, by the way. So let me just give it another look so you all know, because now you heard it here from me. So, yep, we don't have to read it. We know it's accurate because we double checked. So this curb link necklace is, again, it's 111-9044, and that's gonna be the 22-inch length with a 34-gram gold weight. For the record, that is over an ounce of gold. I even like the little shimmering quality a curb link brings you too. I bought a few years ago for my birthday, what year was it? Maybe 2 years ago. I designed myself a little ditty. And it's what you do when you really love jewelry and you really want something and you can't find it. And I designed an emerald necklace. I've lost it. I don't know, either got stolen or I lost it or left it at the gym or I don't know what happened to it. I've lost it. It's sad, but I designed it and it was basically a curb link that was like about a quarter of this size, which is what I wanted. And then it had one emerald with a halo set in the middle. And it was, you know, the piece that I wore every day for, I don't know, about 6 months till it disappeared on me. It's probably just in a closet somewhere, hopefully, or in like a pocket of a handbag. But point is, I think back, that was years ago. That was before gold went on its little rampage. And I got to tell you, what I paid on that necklace, just in gold, was, I kid you not, double this, and it's so tiny in comparison. So the fact that gold has done the things it's done, and now we're bringing you a 22-inch curb link for $49.99, amazing. All right, back to the wheel we'll go. Here's my quick emerald deal, and then we're going to bring out the Paraiba. Got to bring the Paraiba for you, and that's going to be a wild moment. Can't wait. And I'll take the curb link. Man, that's good. Maybe that should be my replacement piece. I like a 22-inch chain. Like, you know, I like that. I like that look. All right, let's go and blow this out. This emerald is going to be our 50-point emerald with 23 points in diamonds, striped on the sides. Love the way that looks. And also happens to be 1128952. The Paraiba will be here. I'm going to save the winzes, I think, just because I want to see if I can work on some different pricing on those winzes. Who got that diamond necklace, by the way, or a pendant? Thank you, Kathleen. Wonderful. Great way to go. So here we go with our emerald. Diamonds on the sides. Great dome style. Blowout time on the emerald. I'll just make this simple and easy. And here's a lot of gold as well. That's going to be a special look. Look at the inside, how it's finished. Tapers down, but not next to nothing. We're talking about still a very wide band. When you see it there, now that's the perspective that really shows you how proud we are to never shy away from the gold these stones deserve. That's the idea here. Deserves a lot of gold. Subtle dome style to it, nothing outrageous, nothing too over the top, nothing too bold, but again, wider style, easy to wear. First caller gets it. You know what? It's listed to go out at $49.99. I just saw that price on a curb link necklace, and it ain't working. So let's, yes, add the emerald, add the diamonds, all that workmanship, and blow it out right now for $1,999 on the emerald in the dome style, and you'll take $100 extra off that price as well. So that's what's going to lead up to our big Paraiba special moment. Can't wait to show it to you. We have a Paraiba at 62 points. It looks like a carat all day long. This mounting almost always holds a 1 carat stone, so that's exciting. To be able to bring you a mounting and a bridge that's got a great stone and one of the rarest in the world, also happens to be one of the most sought after and desired in the world. So we'll be seeing that coming up next. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a big Paraiba. And if you don't yet have a blue-green, maybe they've been a little out of reach. Maybe you just don't see them all that often. Maybe you've never found the perfect clarity and the perfect look. We're going to change all of that in this show tonight, in this last 20 minutes we have, and you will be thrilled with what we're going to do. Thrilled about this bridge, thrilled about the Paraiba. Let's show it to you now. $19.99 on the emerald. Let me know if you'd like it. We got to move quickly because this one, need to dedicate a moment to this Paraiba being as clean as it is. And with this unbelievable quality of Paraiba, that's where, again, they start to get ridiculous. They're all expensive. Let's be honest. That's why most of us don't have a ton of Paraibas in our collection. They're tougher to find. They're tougher to afford. What I'm showing you is 112-9453, and this could be the finale. We got 20 minutes left to go. We're happy to get to requests if you have any. Let me know what they might be. We'll bring it out for you. You're saving $100 off every single item you shop for, including that last emerald, including the curb link necklace, whatever. It is amazing. But here we are with a 62-point oval Paraiba and 82 points in diamonds. That is usually a mounting that holds a 1 carat. I've had it with cashmere sapphires. I've had it with yellow diamond. I've had it with ruby. Only the important stones go in this mounting because it's our bridge with all of that just luxury gold. It's built like it's 4 rings in 1. You can have any gold you want as well. I think that's a nice little opportunity to go ahead and say, no, I'd rather have yellow. Maybe you'd like to experiment with rose gold. Maybe you're just satisfied the way it is because you know these Paraibas look so incredible in the white gold. That icy white gold with those icy white diamonds all together just sends a little shiver, doesn't it? It's really pretty. And then you've got the icy blue greens of Paraiba, as only Paraiba can bring. And now we get to bring it down to a better price tag. It's white, yellow, or rose, as I mentioned. So you're going to have this great savings. We've got the, $16,999 price tag. Gonna change that up a bit because that's going to be like if we all pool our money together. That's still going to be a little tricky tonight. So let's take it even lower than $16,999 to get you a better value. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking end of the night is here. We've got 19 minutes to go. We see you right back in a few hours in the morning. So that's going to be exciting as well. And no interference with the Final Four. So that's good too. Go Illinois. My parents, you know, yeah. So, yeah, very excited about that. But here we go, because they were more unexpected to be there. So we're pretty excited for them. I'll tell you what we'll do. I've got a really, really special piece here, but you need to get on the phone lines because this is going to be an auction opportunity. Otherwise, I got to price it really, really well. But there would be $7,000 saved. It would still be $99.99. I don't want you to pay that. If you don't want to pay $99.99, here's the opportunity. It's going to be an auction format. It's going to be a better opportunity for you to get in, save even more, still with the auctions. Don't worry, you're still getting your $100 discount and all the extras we provide. There's a good, you could get up to like $4,000 of extra pricing that we pay for that you don't, thanks to all the freebies that we add in. So I think that's a big, big deal. And just a quick mention there, okay? Back to the wheel, and here we are. Looking at a better than $9,000 to start. Now, I know this audience tonight. I've been here 2 hours and 41 minutes on the air. I know that's not going to work. And what I need it to do is work. We got to find a way to get this one to somebody out there tonight. And this is how I've opted to do it. With the value that is going to be so obvious, because I think a lot of us know the bridge, and we know what Paraibas do, and we know this is a significant size in a Paraiba. And it's not 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000. Shall I keep going? Shall we just keep on reducing and dropping and discounting? I say yes. And I will not even ask for $5,000 to start. There comes a time in your career, and let's just face it, there comes a time when you have to say, I know that there's an expected price tag to a gem like this. I know how rare it is. I've studied it. I've given seminars and symposiums at GIA about this stone because they consider me one of the leaders in this gem, knowing it and understanding it and being around it for as long as I have, selling more of it than I think any human being on the planet has. And yet it's not going to be $5,000. And that's the beauty of this, is you come to a point where you say, you know what, I understand why so many people have to hold back and hold off on the Paraiba, and it comes down to that pesky little budget. Let's make it affordable and attainable without having you sacrifice one bit of quality or one bit of size or one bit of color. This is the ideal color right here. And it looks gorgeous on the hand. We'll show that to you now. Here's what it looks like. Yes, please. And it'll light your way. Neons beyond, gorgeous stone, not even 5,000. Or this is getting crazy. What about 45? Oh, that just brings me a little, ugh. Because I had a tanzanite here for 4,500, didn't even get the open. Didn't do it. Didn't even get anyone on the lines. Tell you what, as we look back at it up close, here's what I'll do instead of 4,500. Instead of $4,000. You know, this is going to be fun. Any gold you want, $10 increments, $100 off, beautiful center stone. You're not even going to bid $4,000, and you got a chance to own the most incredible of Paraibas I've been able to bring to you. Sure, I got bigger ones. Let me know. You want to see a 2 carat? We got them for $40,000. If you need a 1 carat or 1 carat and a half, they're around 15 to 20. I've got examples to show you. I could show them all day long. But here's what we're doing, saying, let's figure, a lot of people say, I want to be under 15. I'd like to be under 10,000, but I'd like a way to try it. Here's how you do just that. And it's not like we've taken away gold and diamonds. It's not like we've taken away any luxury with this stone. It's got it all there. It's all built in. And by goodness, I'm going to make it a better value than 4,000, and we will get this auction going. We will get it started. Let's get it. Yeah, you got to start it to end it. And that's the thing. We're going to make this really simple, really easy. Just let me know if it's for you or maybe a gifting idea. Maybe you keep it. I don't know. There's a lot of people, I guess, I didn't realize this. Some of you guys only buy jewelry for investment. I've never been, and here I'm in this business, I've never been one to think of it that way. If it is an investment that you could turn around in a pinch and sell for more money, great. I know we all have different perspectives. Some of you the other day were pointing out, I only buy jewelry if it's an investment and I can sell it for more money. I got to tell you, I've never bought that jewelry that way. Jewelry is something that is what we wear. I mean, I hope you're wearing your jewelry. I mean, it's something you wear, and I think a lot of us want, sure, you want to get into really good stones and really rare stones and higher quality, but it doesn't always have to be. I don't know a lot of people who buy only simply to turn around and sell. There are people that are in the business that do that, but I think for a lot of us, we're collectors of beautiful jewelry, and we love wearing that jewelry. We love accessorizing. We love the idea that family members, hundreds of years after we're gone, are still going to be wearing our jewelry, when by then, these stones would be all but mined out from the earth. This stone already is. So I'm speaking in general terms here and broadly, but this is a gem that you're not waiting. This stone is already mined out. Paraiba Tourmaline had 3 sources ever, only started in the 1980s. It was the late 1980s, 1989. First discovery, a few short years later, gone, done. So it's not like there's a lot of ways to get it. It's not like it's been around all that long, but it's already extinct, already done and gone. Here's your way to get it right now. Not even $4,000. Let's get it going. How about $3,500 to start? I cannot do 62-point Paraibas loose. And yes, I'm familiar with the loose stone category too, because, well, when I exhibited last year, last June, that's what I had. So yes, I'm familiar with the loose stones as well in this particular gem, and the blue greens specifically, and they don't go for $3,500 loose in that size. So we are giving you nearly a carat in diamonds, beautiful bridge style mounting. There are 4 rows on the sides, 1 big halo in the center, and we're looking for $3,500. And guess what? Don't even have it yet. We're going to give it 60 seconds to get it started. If there's anything you'd like to see from the show, recapped or anything else, let me know what it is. We'll help you out. Thank you again for being with me tonight, and a happy and blessed holiday weekend to us all. I'm going to be with you tomorrow morning and Sunday morning as well. So yes, we will celebrate our Saturday morning and our Sunday morning, Easter Sunday, live with you. Remember, they are 10 to 1 Pacific time. That is 1 to 4 Eastern. So keep that in mind. And that's going to be morning out here, afternoon on the East Coast. We'll be with you celebrating big $100 blowouts and brand new and favorites and requests and anything else. Like, the whole jewelry inventory is on limits here. It's all available for you. Just let me know what you want to save a bundle on and we'll make it happen. And nobody got that curb link yet, huh? All right, $49.99 for Italian gold curb link necklace. Wowza. By the way, we had an aqua. I'm going to recap. We had an aqua for $9.99, our yellow diamond emerald cut. I'm going to show that again. Let's get a few last pieces out the door here. Yes. Oh, congrats on the emerald. Yes. Open on the Paraiba. Who's got the open on the Paraiba? And the one other thing we got to get gone is that tanzanite, the 9 carat. Yes. Hi, Gregory. We've got the open at $3,500. Collectors, gift givers, and just jewelry lovers. Here's a way to get something very, very special. And we do have the open, so now we know somebody has spotted the value of a lifetime on a Paraiba and is ready to say, send it to me in this size, in this gold color, because remember, you get all those choices. So you get to specifically choose how you want it delivered to your door. But it's pretty remarkable to see it at $3,500. And we're going to make this really affordable right now, to the point of $10 increments. It's $100 off. So right now, if Greg gets it, it would only be $3,400 to him. So that's something else to consider. You've got $100 and no final sale attached to that. So a big, big moment here. And it looks like, well, with 10 minutes left to go, I guess, we got to think about giving it a final call. Don't forget the curb link. The curb link with that 34 grams in gold. That's still here if anybody wants that curve link necklace, 22 inches in length, curve link style, 14 karat solid, made in Italy, gold chain. Here's our $3,500 Paraiba that is indeed getting a home tonight. The question is, where's it going? Who's it going to? Who is going to wake up in a couple of days and be able to put that on every single day of their life if they choose to? Wear the spectacular blue greens of neon Paraiba that is clean. Most Paraibas are not. This one is. I know I'm not seeing anything in the way of inclusions when I look at it, and we're awfully close to that piece. Finished on the inside. I would love to, again, encourage you to think about yellow gold as well. I personally, depending on the color, like some Paraibas are more blue, some are more green. I really like these classic blue greens in the white gold. I think it's the best way to go, but you do have the option. And there's no extra charge for if you decide you want us to remake the yellow gold and then place that center stone in the yellow gold. We'll do that for you. But $3,500, and it's all come down to this. We have about 9 minutes left to go. That is in our Friday. Don't worry, if you're craving more jewelry, we're right back in 14 hours to give you more. $3,500, it is going to be last call. We're going to give it 2 minutes, so we have an opportunity to give you a few little last minute recaps, show that 9 carat tanzanite again. That should go. Get you the yellow diamond. It was way back in our first hour. I have a 104 emerald cut yellow diamond that's got to go as well. So we'll make this happen. Last call, one caller only so far. Remember, there's $100 saved as well. So that certainly, it's again your auction bid, but then you win and it goes backwards. Gotta love that. Take a look one more time. 2 minutes on the clock and we move. That's going to be it. $3,500. And 2 minutes to get it. I'll try it on one more time for you as well. Let's do that really quickly. One more time on the hand. Any gold you want, any size that works for you. Quarter, half sizes, 3/4 sizes. It's all for whatever you need. Look at that stone go. That to me, you know, you look at all these great colors up here, all these great Easter pastels. That feels like a great way to commemorate a springtime holiday weekend. Does feel like the right color, doesn't it? But no other real, like when you think about the world of natural gemstones, so few have this ability to give this blue-green combination like this one does. And so for $3,500, and that's a nearly 2/3 of a carat stone in the bridge. Yeah, it's a little extra fancy there. It's a fancy, heavier gold mounting, lots of diamonds, looking gorgeous, as luxury as it gets in gems. 3,500, maybe really 34. That just depends on where this ends up. We'll recap a couple last minute items before we go, especially important if you missed the first couple of minutes of the show or the first hour. Most of my items that are still available are from the previous, from the first hour of the show tonight. And we'll help you out with those. But our last call, Gregory, where is he calling from? Is he in Florida? Utah. Oh, Utah. Very nice. I like to think about places that have so much natural beauty, and then we're adding more natural beauty. Sending that Paraiba. Love that. All right, last call. 20 seconds remaining. 35 going once. 35 going twice. Last chance, last call. I know I got to wait, make sure that we get everybody in. If someone's calling in literally last second here, we're going to give them a chance. But $3,500 on a Paraiba that looks like that. What a stunner. Okay, that is gone. Congratulations. And here we go. Here's my recap. This is the one from well earlier tonight. So I got excited because I never get to see emerald cuts in yellow diamonds. That's what we have here. This is item number 1130-393. It also happens to be platinum with a carat 04 in a natural emerald cut yellow diamond in the center, and that very saturated, lovely color. Then it has the triple split shank, which has a mix of baguettes and rounds. The halo around it, total weight 125 in diamonds. Again, item number is 1130-393. And here we go. One only here. Last chance, last call. You know this is the end of the night. We got 5 minutes left to go. There's going to be a lot of people that are going, I either didn't see that or I've saw it and I'm thinking about it and I know I got to get it. So here's your chance. One last call. Here's what we're going to do. Look at that. And this is what I was so amazed at earlier. Looking at the way an emerald cut is able to give you blues, reds, oranges, all these different colors. Look at that stone go. Look what that does. 125 around it, 104 in the center. For anybody who says emerald cuts don't sparkle, I show you Exhibit A right there. And this one's only $34.99, but $33.99 at checkout. You get $100 saved off everything. So time to take advantage of anything you've seen in the show. 4 minutes left to go. We see you in the morning. Don't forget about us, 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. I will be here with bells on, excited for our Easter weekend, continuing with $100 savings. Yes, we'll keep that going throughout the weekend. And that one's $33.99 at checkout. So that's a really important piece. Let me show it to you again. Then I also have this really incredible aqua. It was a whole trio. It started with a trio of aquas, but we have one left. And it happens to be the large of the 3 stone. So meaning the larger stone. This is the oval 3 stone ring, and that has the white diamonds on the side bezel set. 6 points in the diamonds. 9930 is the number here. That is a one only. And by the way, it's only $9.99. And then I think we need to give a last look to the tansy. One last look at the tanzanite, the big emerald cut. The how could, out of everything that I have shown you, how could that be the piece that's available? That I don't know. But I'm going to show it to you one more time because you know it's probably not going to last the evening here. We get really busy when the show goes off the air. A lot of people are calling and going, wait, I got to get that. Hold on. Got to set. Let me see that. Let me get that. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show it to you one more time. It's our tanzanite. Now remember, that aqua is going to be $8.99 if you'd like to get it. $8.99 at checkout. Here's the tanzanite. Just want to give a little love, a last look to our 9-carat emerald cut. Blue wing block D. Say no more. Museum reserves. Yeah, obviously. Look at that 9-carat. 4188 is the number. It has the diamond striped down the sides in pave. It is, well, we don't have time for an auction with about 2 minutes and a half left to go. So I'm just going to make this easy. Here's the end of the deal. I know there's a lot of you thinking about it. Let's make it simple. Go ahead and blow it out for $44.99. And then take your $100 off. It makes it $43.99. That comes down to well under $500 a carat, which doesn't happen on blue wings all that often, but especially when it's a big museum reserve like that is. So that's a very important piece. Don't forget about the aqua, because I think the aqua is finding its home, as it should, because $8.99 is an incredible price for a ring. And we are in last call. 2 minutes left to go. That's the ring to own. If you want any tanzanite, but especially if you've thought about the fancier of the cuts, if you are somebody who is someone who just overall likes the idea and the look of an emerald cut, this is so beyond what they're normally capable of doing. And I'm so excited that we get to bring it to you at $43.99 if you want to take advantage of it. But one caller will get that piece here tonight. So that'll be a quick one there. And remember, that one's in the white gold only. So the only thing we need to know is what your ring size is. And then it'll be delivered out to you in no time at all. And an incredible value at that price tag. $43.99 puts it right around $4.80, $4.85 a carat, somewhere in that neighborhood. So what a special way to get your tanzanite emerald cut. And it's $43.99. So let me know if you'd like that. That's our last minute. And again, the aqua is still here. If you want to get the aqua, the 3-stone aqua, please let me know. Also, anything else you want to check on, we're here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. So the phone lines stay open for about 2 minutes after the show goes dark. So what we're going to do is encourage you to dial in with that phone number. We can answer your questions, let you know if anything you're interested in is still available, or any other questions you might have. Hopefully I never leave you with a question. My goal is to present to a point where we never leave you with any questions. You know everything about your jewelry before it arrives, and all you have to do is smile from ear to ear when it does and put it on and start enjoying. So thank you again for being with me tonight. I appreciate you hanging out with me on this happy Good Friday. Thank you so much. I'll be with you in the morning and also Sunday morning as well. If I don't see you, happy Passover, happy Easter holiday weekend. I'll see you right back in early tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I look forward to it. Thank you again for watching and shopping tonight on this Friday, a Good Friday. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm Lauren Blair. Good night. See you in the morning.